amazing to uncover. Okay, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's talk sponsors. Sponsors. I'm going to put you on the spot, Chandler.
Yes.
Dun, dun, dun.
Romantic games.
Speak of it.
This is
Kings of War. Tell me why we should support this great sponsor.
So with Kings of War, I could make this really easy, and I could talk about how you can buy whole armies for just incredibly great rates of beautiful sculpts. That would
Entire armies?
Yes, that would be really easy to pitch. I can even talk about how this game is a wonderful game where you can enact massive battles. That again would be far too easy. No. Mantic is an amazing company because it has taken this old school what's called rank and flank style of game,
right, and
allowed it to be as accessible as possible. The armies that you can buy and the sculptures you can see on the screen really do outclass most of the competition. It's definitely worth getting, and you can use these for D&D, anything. Put it on your shelf, give it to a friend. Anything you want.
Own them.
Bravo, well played. And I'm going to actually clip
the
that.
train crates are awesome.
I'm going to send that to Martin over in the UK, who's our contact for Mantic Games. He will love that. That was great. All right, next. Ferox Fabrications, a fantastic sponsor, also is sending us he confirmed they're in the mail last week.
Yay!
And so they will be here for BlueBoxCon. And I'm going to allow Thomas.
What a gift.
Go ahead, Thomas.
To talk about
Ferox Fabrications.
as I did last time. Ferox.
Indeed.
Creator of all things that will help you paint your minis. Got little magnet holders, got wet trays, got
pallets.
I'm not a professional.
It's okay. They're wet
Sorry, the
pallets.
lingo
Unlike
is
me.
correct.
Yeah.
And unlike Ferox.
And just the coolest ad. And it's great. We love Ferox. All the cool stuff.
So
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, so you're telling me if I'm a nerd and I'm looking for products that Ferox Fabrications has the highest quality?
Yeah.
Good.
Yes.
Sign me up.
Beyond question.
Where would I go to get these?
Well, you could click that link in the chat that I just put
right
in
there in the chat.
That's so convenient. I think I have to do it right now.
I mean, it would be a great idea.
Darren at Ferox is also a great guy, a friend of Vivi. Vivi will be here with us for BlueBoxCon. I cannot wait. We're going to talk about BlueBoxCon. We still want to let's talk about one more sponsor. I'm going to let Cade talk about this last sponsor.
Not Jenny.
No, I meant Cade. For today, everyone likes to hear from Cade. Talk to us about Mike Disney and the art of Mike Disney, his incredible painting, artistry, and just general good-naturedness.
Huzzah! Well, what can be said more of Mike Disney? We all love Disney, but we love Mike Disney more.
It's true.
He creates wonderful works of fantasy and great pumpkins. You've seen the pumpkins at Disney? Well, his pumpkins are better. So everything that Mike Disney does is better than Disney. There we go.
I mean, his pumpkins are likely to make you cry. So
They truly are, yes. They're like onion pumpkins.
Like to kill everyone in your party.
Yes.
Teaching painting?
So that's going to be. We still have a couple other sponsors to talk about, but let's go ahead and jump to the subject of the hour, which is of course BlueBoxCon. We'll play this again at the break. BlueBoxCon 2022. I can't believe it's almost here. Thank you, Chaosic. Thank you, everyone. Level whatever. I think we have a level 27 hype train. I think we broke Twitch. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, everyone. This is incredible.
Pat
1 week in
sent
April.
$100 through PayPal.
Oh, no.
Okay, all right. You know what's happening with that. We're gonna talk about that in just a moment. You guys are getting so far ahead of me. Cry or die. I'm already crying, Dave. Definitely. All right. So here we go. Blue Box 22. Thank you to Rory for this incredible video.
There's that scald. It's in the knuckles.
Look at all these cool people. fun.
Move all of them at once.
Mere days away. We're going to have not only the incredible Blue Box community, all of your cast members, all your friends that you love to see. Vivi coming all the way from Canada. Terry will be here. And you know, Evelyn also from states far away. We're going to have our good friends, people like Kayla coming all the way from Phoenix, Arizona and traveling out here. Rob, Phantom MJ coming down will be here with us as well. But then we also have some great supporters. Mike Disney will be teaching a painting class.
Yes.
And let me switch to the boom,
super
boom,
hyped.
boom. There we go. Like boom, 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 boom.
Well, there we go. Even though I haven't signed up. It is what it is.
House always wins.
Mike Disney will be teaching a painting class at Blue Box Con. He'll be playing in games as well. We also have Chuck from Trollord Games who's going to be here with us.
Awesome.
First time I will have met him in person. I have promised to crush him with a spine-shattering hug when I see him. And he did not cancel his flight when I told him that, so I'm excited about that. But yeah, it's so still time to register, but we're closing it off very soon because we have to have a good count. All
I
the
need to
meals,
make badges. So
badges,
gotta get
meals,
signed up so I can make badges.
like
And
we're
t-shirts.
actually
Yes.
let's get serious about this. We're getting really close. All right, with that said, let's jump to what happened last time, player intros, and then I'll make some special announcements about today, which I've already made in Discord, but I want everyone that's watching to know. What happened last time?
So last time we started off with party members all over the place. Cade was in the tavern, and Eirda was upstairs, and Markov and Alcott were still in the church, and they had discovered what they discovered from the book, and they made their way back. And Alcott was having a rough time after he had made a very, very tough decision whether to save his father's soul or Markov's, and he chose Markov. And so they made their way back. Markov went looking for Eirda, actually, and Alcott found himself with Cade. Cade accidentally got Alcott very drunk when trying not to get him very drunk, but you know how that happens. Cade makes a request, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's a wink, wink sort of thing."
Exactly. Yes.
Don't get him drunk.
Markov went up to speak to Eirda, where she was upstairs in her room, and he kind of explained generally what had happened and said Alcott might need some special attention right now, so you know he's had a rough day. And so everyone came down and kind of discussed what had happened, shared some drinks, and then took their leave for the evening. Eirda having a moment with Alcott to explain sort of what was on her mind and her concerns about not having her sight anymore and what that meant in the long run. And Alcott decided to suggest they go to Magmar the next day to see if she could find some healing via the Church of Abadar. And so Cade did his mighty leap into bed. Most impressive feat of acrobatic.
Nat 20 flipped, pants came off, everything was like
perfectly tucked into bed. And Markov actually chose to stay the evening in the church. The next morning, Cade awakened to the sounds of birds in the most Disney princess fashion ever. And he had a very restful night's sleep. But he Alcott and Eirda all made their way down to the tavern below to have some breakfast, which Alcott actually ordered first. Alcott also left Patsy, his unseen servant, outside Eirda's door to assist her down the stairs because she had not been using the shield, to the shield's great dismay, which he kept kind of vibrating against the floor to try to get her attention, and she was just like, "I'm not ready to deal with you right now." So they had breakfast together. Markov spoke to Father Xanthus in the church and asked for a place to stow the book and some other of his belongings that might be consecrated, and just a safe place to keep them. He also spoke a bit about his concerns about Eirda, and they spoke a bit just in general about Alcott and the rest of the heroes of Sandpoint. And Markov then placed the book along with some other things there was a vault beneath the feet of the statue of Iomade, and So he placed those things in there for safekeeping. Oh, I forgot. You also took watch the night previous and checked out the strange hole in the ground in the middle of Sandpoint near the glassworks, nearly making a guard cry. He was very concerned.
That's what he's good at.
Realized that if you were too close to the hole, that something seemed to be listening. He also noticed there was some sort of inscriptions in words.
Abyssal.
No, it was in
Thessalonian.
Okay.
a scripture that
But
seemed
it
to be
was related
referencing referencing Lamash too, with the baby torturing and all that good stuff. So that happened the night previous.
And so just to make sure that I have that correct, I want to pull this up. So the lines that you got were, "Great is the daughter of heaven," and this is as you were looking down. "Who tortures infants. Her hand is a net. Her embrace is cruel. She is cruel, raging, angry, predatory."
Yeah. And there were several ellipses that connected all of this.
Like there's
together.
something
Like
more.
They were various bits
Exactly.
of scripture,
Yep.
basically.
Let's hope it's not another riddle.
That's why I'm writing it down.
And Markov actually realized that it didn't seem to be to the concern didn't seem to be anything coming out. It seemed to be more of something trying to draw people into it. But yeah, so the next morning, that's when he stashed the items and spoke to Father Xantus, and then he joined the others at the Rusty Dragon after Alcott had requested the book from Cade to retrieve the book from Markov, because Alcott and Eirda were going to teleport to Magnamar, much to Kay's dismay. Cade did not want them to leave. He's like, "Can't we deal with that later?" But there's concern about possibility of Eirda not having a shield on her at some point, which will leave her very vulnerable in combat. And so basically, after much discussion between all four of them, after Markov had joined them, they decided to, in fact, go to Magnamar, while Cade and Markov continued to make preparations back in Sandpoint. So they teleported, Eirda and Alcott teleported to Magnamar and found themselves quickly in the Church of Abadar, and speaking to Gyrand and begging his aid to assist with healing Eirda's eyesight, as well as telling him about the book that was found, because it was significant information, especially about the Lord Mayor of Magnamar, Garabras, and since the Church of Abadar is very much in the law business, it is very important to find aid where the party can.
City business.
So as we ended last time, Gyrand was actually trying to heal Eirda's eyesight. There was light flickering in and out, and that's where we ended last time.
That is where we ended.
And Alcott's hands on Eirda's back, trying to help out as much as he arcanely can.
Yeah.
All right. So quickly, player intros or PC intros, and then some final announcements, and we jump right into today's stream. We're only 11 minutes in, so we're moving quicker than normal, which is great. Let's start with. So we'll do D8. There's our D8. There's our D8. You're up first.
Alright, so hello everyone, I am Eirda Leanril. I am an Asmar. I am a level 8 Skald, a level 5 Paladin of Sarenrae. And I am hopefully getting my eyesight healed. Because even though the shield very much believes that I don't need it, I would really like to be able to see and not feel like I have to rely on the shield, but more work with it.
Nicely done. All right. Now we move to the D6. You're up.
Yes. I play Markov Volpa, a Inquisitor of Iomide, a Sanctified Slayer specifically, which, as Thomas likes to hear, a rogue for God.
Yeah.
Markov is a indebted monster, or not indebted, but a dedicated
What is
monster.
he indebted to? Now I'm curious. Another backstory element.
Flip.
Yeah.
A dedicated monster hunter, an extreme Puritan, and someone who is allied with the heroes of Sandpoint in order to try and stop the Thessalonian incursions that have been continuing in the area. Varizia, right? That's the
Yes,
area. Yeah.
But it's broader Galarian. I mean,
Yeah.
this is sort of
This would
worldwide.
affect a lot of
yes.
people.
Yeah. All right. Next. So one. That's Cade.
All Yar, mateys in the sea of Twitch. How you be today? I am a level... What am I? A level 11? I never could say that. Level 11.
Too many E's and L's.
You know, my tongue's been twisted. A level 11 swashbuckler and a level 2 bard, which
Best.
I did not really think I would enjoy, but you know, with me magic hands and me fireworks and me speaking to others when I want to get in their head, it's all worth it. There you go.
You're
Well
only going
said.
to play bards from now on.
Cade has buckled more swashes than you can imagine in this campaign. He has crushed it. All right, and last but not least,
Alcott Devereaux, Archmage Extraordinaire, level 13 wizard. As of very recently, access to high levels of magic. And I didn't ask you this last time because it didn't matter for literally anyone else but me. I'm not at full health and we had a rest from last night. How much HP would I have gotten from that?
oh, so just the basic.
I imagine a
so
restful sleep.
you were resting inside the temple, right?
No,
So-
in the tavern.
in the tavern, yeah.
in the room.
So
In a
that's-
good bed.
Yeah, so in a great bed there, that's 3 points of healing just from the rest.
Oof. That is like 5% of my max
I
HP.
still had
though.
spell slots left that I
Yes.
could have expended on you as well. But
Before the end of the night?
yeah, because I had plenty of healing spell slots left. So
Well, I mean, you saw me before bed.
I don't know.
It's up to John.
Yes, I mean anything that she had left, she could have used on you. during
So that
time.
would have been here. I'll do it real quick because I
And
had
your golem stands ward over you.
12,
Yeah, I guess he would have teleported with us, huh?
Yep.
10, 22, 32.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I needed.
Because I literally only had
You
cure
said
light wounds.
32?
Yeah, that was 3 cure light wounds. That's all I had left.
The
so.
healing power of Saren Ray once more glows through your body.
And we're withdrawing.
So that was the night before.
Yes.
All right. So now, as we return to tonight's game, this is, as mentioned on our Discord and Twitch channel, Evelyn's final
say
in-person
it out loud.
Sunday game.
Yes.
She will be back with us for BlueBoxCon, so it doesn't mean it's the final time we'll see her in person, and she is still a huge part of Blue Box. She'll stay with us on our Tuesday night streams, our LMAs as often as she can.
Monster
She will
of the Week.
remain part of
Yeah, I'll do Monster of the
yeah, she'll do Monster like what? No, nothing.
No, she has to
everything.
for some reason.
She'll still be a big part of Blue Box, but it will be her last in-person Sunday game today. If it looks like I've been weeping, it's merely allergies. There is, in fact, nothing more than
onion-cutting ninjas.
seasonal allergies and ninjas cutting onions in our Discord, which, in fact, have impacted us. But today, we're going to have a good time. We've all agreed we're just going to be a collective mess, and we'll do the best we can with the game today. Also, as I've mentioned on Discord, every sub, if you gift subs, which we had several gift subs, the full dollar amount of that gift sub will be given to Evelyn. So even though Twitch takes their cut, Blue Box will make sure Evelyn gets every single dollar. Donations, Pat draws, thank you again earlier. I think $100 was given directly, but all the gift subs, all the bits, everything will go straight to Evelyn to assist her with her move to Michigan. Coming up here this week, we are
effect.
we are hurting. This is a sad DM today, but we will make it all work and all happen. With that said, let's begin the game.
Oh, Robert!
Rob.
Of course
Coming
he
with 20
did.
gifted subs.
20 gift subs from Rob. Rob, you're trying to break me. No. Well done, sir. We already had a level 4,
No, I
I
got
think,
one of
hype
those.
train.
Yeah.
You got a gift sub?
I did.
Well, why aren't you subbed already? Your
There-
sub expired? You're one of the ones I say, and if your sub is expired,
Thomas, what are you
am I
doing?
what are you doing?
Oh God.
Okay, so Any of my regular
swap my
cast
Twitch Prime
members
over to this.
who got gifted a sub. Oh, you too, Mr. Grantler, gifted a sub.
Did you get gifted?
I will
Yeah.
not. You will give me those $5 subs, and I will give them to her.
Pay up.
Well, I could just give Evelyn 5.
Sorry, I don't know what to do.
That has to go through the proper accounting.
It has to go through the proper accounting process.
proper
That's
steps,
right.
you know.
Thank you so much.
Channels.
Robert was just waiting, but thank you for all those gift subs, my friend.
Bureaucracy.
And now, Blue Box, episode 88. Runelords, Eirda's End.
Specific? Terrible?
Spoiler alert.
If you weren't sure. But we don't know how it
Don't-
is. It's just an end.
Exactly. Yes, you're also right.
I mean, end is a pretty... No, you're right.
Fatalistic. Yeah.
Thank you,
Eirda.
Pat66. Holy cow.
Thank you, Pat. Thank you so
Awesome, now you
much.
can't
Thank you,
die.
everyone. Yes,
I can.
every single dollar will go straight to. And please, we're not merchandising. She did not ask for this. This is just we want to do this for our final session today, and not final, but final in person with her
Yes.
today. And so, thank you so much to everyone. Eirda, as Joran lays his hands upon you, he cries out. You feel his body begin to shake. As it shakes, he trembles, and there is sweat. You now, Alcott, also laying your hands upon her, calling out to Abadar. You see beads of sweat upon Juran's head. His eyes roll back in his head, just the white showing. He trembles. He begins to froth at the mouth. You see blood drip down from his nostrils. He falls back, thunk, hits the ground, and starts spasming. You see Eirda fall to the ground. Eirda, the shield, you still had it in hand, right? We'll come to you in a second.
Okay.
So you see this first.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if Eirda seems fine in the moment, I will rush around to Jiren and just slap my hands on his chest and try and detect what magic is potentially affecting him.
All right, so you're going to detect magic?
Yes. Don't have a lot of divine magic.
There is no arcane magic happening here. This is something of the gods clearly happening.
I'll just take out the scale from my bag and hold it to his chest and place my hand on it and begin praying to Abadar loudly. And trying to get the attention of anyone else in the church to come and help, but like loudly praying to Abadar.
Please go ahead and loudly pray to Abadar.
Let me pull up some of my favorite tenets of Abadar.
Break out the scripture. You got that.
I do have that. For unto each thing is given an order to follow, a role to play in the world that fits perfectly with all others. When performing this role, they advance the cause of civilization and bring order and prosperity to all who serve their part. With each turn of every tiny wheel, civilization spreads to cover the world. Be here, Abadar. Be with Jiren.
You feel a touch upon your mind, which could be called both firm, yet gentle, not remonstrating, but neither a soft touch. You know it is from Abadar, but you hear no word. He is here. Eirda, as you feel the hands of Jiren fall away and you collapse to the ground, you hear through your mind the shield. Oh, no. A council has been called. I will be with you yet, lady, but I can speak no more till the council has decided. The voice goes silent. You can still see, but you hear nothing now from the shield. You hear the gurgling of Jiren and the fervent prayer of Alcott, and all goes quiet.
Maybe I can help somehow.
Do whatever you can.
Eirda will, using her spell kenning, she is going to lay a hand upon Gyron as well. She's going to cast, I can't remember what level, I think it's this level. I'm just going to do that real quick. She'll cast Lesser Restoration on him, and she will say, Saturday, I know he is not a follower of yours, but he is a good man, and he is trying to help me and everyone in this town. Please aid him. Please.
As you pray this, go ahead and roll d20, please. Just give me a nat d20 roll.
17.
17?
Mm-hmm.
Roll.
You feel that. So are you still holding the shield, or you've dropped the shield?
No, she kept the hand. She's just one hand on him.
One hand on him. You can see his body begin to still. The froth from his mouth and the bleeding from his nose slows, and it goes to a normal breath, but his eyes are closed.
I don't know.
And you see Alcott standing right next to you. Some of the acolytes have rushed in, and they pick up Gyron's body, casting furtive, not accusatory, but questioning glances at each of you as they scurry out of the temple.
They take Gyron?
Mm-hmm.
This is my fault.
No.
I shouldn't have asked.
No, it's not. Can I see her eyes?
Yeah. Did you have your? I can't remember. Did you still have the bandage on?
It wasn't bandaged, if I remember correctly.
Okay. All right. No. So yeah, you can see. Well, you see her eye withered. Her.
Oh, so the regeneration did not take hold.
No. There was an intervention. You could feel it.
It didn't work.
I know. There's something going on. The shield said there was a council called.
A council?
I don't know. He had to go silent.
What could Al-Kadrian need to...
Might not be Al-Kadrian. I don't know.
Perhaps we are needed back in Sandpoint.
We should go.
I will not rest until this is made right.
It's fine.
But Gyron can't help us now, and I don't know who else can.
I will live with what I have to live with, but we need to help Sandpoint.
Yes. And teleport.
Make your roll.
Oh, God,
Always a fun adventure.
If we just don't make it back to Sandpoint. 7. Oh, yes. I got really scared when I saw the double zeros.
So tell me exactly where in Sandpoint, down to like the 5 square foot area you would like to be.
So I told them we wanted to meet at the lighthouse, right? So probably outside of Sandpoint proper, nearing the lighthouse.
Okay.
But like, and I imagine that there's some open field beach stuff going on over there that might give us visibility on them.
All right, so you go through the typical sense of vertigo, and then, but much more reassuring, even though you are both very much disturbed by what happened. You're not certain at all what was just said or happened. As the power of Alcott guides you through the teleport, you find yourselves on the docks, or pardon me, on the dock by the light tower, and you see your party members, Markov and Cade, standing waiting for you. It is morning, and there's a nice, pleasant breeze coming off the ocean with the summer wind and the sound of the waves.
Cade, Markov.
Yes.
Huzzah.
No. That did not go well. Something is wrong.
Well, we all knew that.
Let's get some more details. Please describe it.
Something happened to Gyron.
Something?
He collapsed, seizing.
He mentioned that there was something potentially blocking his ability to be able to heal Eirda. Apparently there were consequences for attempting it.
And the shield said there was a council called, and he's gone silent since then.
I'm gonna make a religion roll based off the mention of council.
Please roll.
Yeah. Let's see, there are 13 plus. There's some bonuses here.
All the numbers.
Just a lot of numbers.
Yeah,
Give us all the numbers.
yeah, absolutely. No better 10, so 23.
23.
Yeah.
Strange term. Something tickles at the depths of your recollection that there is, and in fact, you remember hearing something earlier referred to balance. But nothing specific, but you know something to do with balance and counsel, you recall.
And the collapsing when attempting a restoration check, or not a check, attempting to restore someone via miracle, that, based on my own knowledge, correct me if I would know this or not, would be maybe symptoms of possession or some outworld influence.
Definitely could be possession, could be infernal influence, could be a revocation of divine influence.
That is worrying, because if Jiren attempted to perform a miracle on you and reacted, you said he collapsed,
Yes, frothing at the mouth.
frothing at the mouth, such a reaction would only be the cause of some influence rejecting him because they do not want you healed.
Who is they?
Whatever it is. Something tells me something to do with whoever lies in the pit. Those that feed off of sin.
You don't think Abadar would have rejected it as healing?
Why would I think Abadar would reject it? Was it done out of charity?
I don't know.
I'm teasing, if anything. No, I think there are forces at play. The mention of the council had something to do with balance. There, I believe, much like a scale, that we are just an ounce from one scale going hard one way or the other. And right now, you may be that weight that could put it one way or the other.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that there are forces at play that want to see us lose, that are very interested
You're
in
saying
her.
we've been doing too much good.
I'm saying that we are on to something very important, and that whatever is in that pit, that we are going
Doesn't
to
want us to
does not
succeed.
want us there, which is precisely why we should go there. They're scared of you, as they rightly should be. You felled giants. You fought demons. You have destroyed liches. You are the bane of evil, Eirda. Every scar is hard won. Wear them as a badge of honor. Point being, we should continue our path.
Yes, but obviously we should prepare as well as we can. We've walked into too many traps recently.
Yes.
You think? Evil abounds us.
It appears that way, Cade.
So this pit, I know you said the things about this scripture.
Yes.
Was there anything else that you gained from it other than the strange whispers that you mentioned?
I dared not approach any further, and I did not let the whispers grasp my mind. I would not do so recklessly. Whatever's in there, it will try and tear at you, at your consciousness, and try and rip it asunder, I'm sure. As we've seen done with Ixen. It's Thessalonian text. I'm sure that the heresy is similar. I have wards against this.
Oh, yes.
It will help us. It can affect all of us too, and it's not confined to a salt circle. So that way you can feel free to move more, Cade.
I don't like being restricted.
What do we know of Lamash too? Other than the little bits that we've seen.
Mother of all monsters.
You know
Yes,
what?
I've seen a statue of her, but
Calls for another religion roll. I think.
Everything aberrant and strange in the world comes from her.
Another 23.
Another 23.
Could I also roll religion to see what?
Sure, go ahead.
her
But you will be
followers.
as well equipped for
Woo!
this as... Wait, well, perhaps.
I have a 31.
31. You both have adequate knowledge of Lamashtu, a well-known fiendish queen. Mother of Monsters is but one of the monikers that she bears. She has been involved in much of the malevolence that has struck Galarian, and there were legends that goblins and trolls sprang from her womb, that many of the monstrous races were born of her, and that she has fought against the races of men, elves, dwarves, and certainly Azamar above all. And she sits high upon the council of the underworld.
She receives many guests. Yes, she is quite the powerful foe. I do not believe she lies at the bottom of the pit herself.
But something of her creation or her followers, perhaps.
Most certainly. They wouldn't put epithets to her name.
There was a statue of her underneath the Goblin Fort in
In the
Thistle
tapestry.
No, before, yeah.
I know. but
No, but and there was
Also
the
the
tapestry.
tapestry
Yes, that's right. Yeah, the
Right,
tapestry.
7 mana.
And yes, in this hall.
And speaking of the council, it seems as though there are forces arrayed on either side, like I was saying.
How do we best prepare against her followers, other than
Well, the mother of monsters,
monsters?
yes.
Do we know if she's chaotic or lawful?
She's
I would have to imagine.
chaotic evil?
On a 31.
31. She is a demon, not a devil. She is chaotic.
Chaotic.
Yeah.
I make it a profession to fight her children, or to give my life trying. I have my own knowledge that can assist me, and I will make it known to you as we know what becomes of that pit. Whatever's in there, if there's an acolyte of that demon mother, I want you to focus on that.
All right, I can.
That is your world, dispelling whatever magic comes and taking their attention.
All right.
Cade and I will focus on whatever spawn lesser things
I can drink rum.
that attempt to stop you. we will make the abyss look like child's play to what we bring into that pit.
We will.
Yes. And make sure that you are not touched by such trifles.
I have contingencies, but they are.
I prefer krakens at this point.
I've got to be honest with you, Kate. I think I do too.
Arr, I'm missing the sea more and more.
We need to head into the lighthouse and see what we can see. I'm sorry, Markov. I have not found the time to scry.
We will make do. I feel good that the fact that they are trying to influence the scales means that they know that we are quite the challenge. Yes, do you have any, despite not having scry, do you have any other wards?
I have the ability to protect singularly myself.
That'll work. You are perhaps the least capable of us in combat.
I have to ask you,
Yes.
what
Entirely
can I do as a pirate with me magic hands? Fireworks, little Barty singing,
Cade,
talking in heads. What am I gonna do? I can drink rum.
Cade, you are going to do what you've spent a lifetime doing. Wasting people's time.
I can do that.
Yes.
Huzzah! How do I do that?
When they come at us, be a
Do a
distraction.
little dance?
Be a distraction.
Okay.
You are a hero. Do not let them attack him. She can take care of herself. I will have to worry about myself.
So do a little flashy flourish.
Do you remember what we did on that captain ship to take out Lackbeard? You did the pirouette
Yes.
and then
Like-
opened them up.
With Ixon as well.
Yes.
And me bed.
That will be our greatest benefit here. And I'm going to pull out from my bag that vial of creature's blood. Or not blood, but creature's venom.
I'll also pull out some red dragon blood that I have too. And, well, it's actually fire gland venom, I think, that I grabbed.
Oh,
from,
so it's flammable.
I would have to imagine it
I
is.
can make a monster roll if to know about the.
No need. No,
Yeah.
definitely flammable. What he has.
Yes. Ah, perfect. we can swab
Take that.
anyone's weapons with this.
What am I taking?
It's essentially, if you know what alchemist fire is, I would equate it to that. It's a Molotov cocktail of dragon.
Will it
Sorry for
work?
the
Anachronism. Strike
Will
it
it
from the
work?
record.
With.
It's
So
a cave
stricken.
stop.
Can I light it on fire?
Yes.
Yes.
Will it last a long time or just fizzle out?
Do
Do I need anything to light it?
You have magic that can light it.
So-
We're gonna have fun.
Oh no.
And so let me say this much. If anyone wishes to coat their blades with this venom, so long as we aren't fighting undead,
Or each other.
I expect it to be potent.
I could potentially put that on my sword.
Put it on my sword! And on all my little blades. I get them out.
Well, if we're
mean-
fighting undead, I can
You can
handle
take care
myself.
Of it. And the gland that you mentioned, is it just like a organic piece or is it a vial?
It's a vial of it.
Perfect. I wish to wipe my blade with that. They always said Iomede's blade was flaming.
Perfect. Although I can make all of your blades flaming if you would like.
I mean, I can do that too.
Well, all right.
I'm glad this is not on Tuesday night. I can only imagine the amount of innuendo that would be flowing from this conversation
Josh would
on my
just-
Tuesday night.
Yeah, that's
Like,
Josh.
we would be
Giggling
blowing up our internet.
I forgot to
It was
mention,
like,
I do have the ability to block most levels, most spells in an area around me. If
Okay.
you traveled with me,
Okay.
we can stay invulnerable to that.
And what was that
Most
about
magics.
making a weapon ensorcelled in flame?
Oh, yes. I can cause all of our weapons to ignite,
Perfect.
giving you potentially the ability to launch fire at your enemies as well.
Very
Huzzah.
cool.
Wonderful. We might put that on the bolts as well.
Divine.
So, with that said, how much of this venom do I have to distribute?
so I didn't record the amount that you had, but I would say from what I recall, it would be ample for each of the blades in the party, including all of Cade's tiny blades, to swab
Yeah. That's
each
not,
of those
that's not
blades.
what I meant. That's not the
Just-
job.
okay,
That's-
just, each of the blades,
Yeah.
and then you would have enough for half a second coating of all the blades.
Okay, great. We can do that, and then I'll just throw the rag away into the gutter. Don't need that anymore. Well, I have that.
Huzzah! Why did you throw the rag away?
It's covered in venom. I don't want it getting on the rest of my stuff.
But could we use it for something?
I'm gonna pick it up off the ground. It's all yours. Throw it in somebody's face. Do whatever you want with it.
Huzzah! Stick it in my pocket.
It might eat through your pocket.
Oh.
Great.
I have
And
an
then
idea.
I'm checking my own stuff. Oh, and if there is undead, I can make us appear as though we aren't there to them.
Ooh,
Goodness.
that's kind of.
We have measures, but we should move.
Yes, quickly.
All right, so you stand right beside the lighthouse with the warm air. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much, Necromantic. We appreciate that. I missed that earlier. Forgive me.
Shortly before going in,
Crazy bits happening today.
I'll beseech Iomade for aid by throwing my arms up and saying the following. Iomade, we will strike into the heart of evil that sits at the middle of this town. I simply ask that if it stares back at us, if the abyss gazes back, that you will let us know, and I will cast detect scrying.
As you call out to Iomade and you cast detect scrying for the first time in your faith, you hear nothing. There is no answer. It's as though you call to an empty room. Not that you've been rejected, but there's no one there.
Ah, I see. Phone is on Do Not Disturb right now.
Second anachronism.
Oh god, if we hit 3, I'm really getting
I thought of
scared.
it. I did
That's
not do
my
it.
one
I
of the
refrained.
day.
Yeah, okay.
That's my
right.
one of the
If we
day.
use one more, he might have to kill you.
Don't say. I'm still really ugly. I don't want to leave yet.
I will hide the feeling of being missed out on and just say, we will be protected when the time comes.
Good.
And let's step up to the lighthouse.
And I am absolutely casting mage armor on myself.
So you want to be protected, is what you're saying?
All right, and there is no issue with your arcane magics.
We just received.
Thank you, Wayne. We appreciate that so much. So each of the Doom players, that's
7.
1,000, so that's
5,
250. So we're going to call that plus
7
2.
and a half.
And we'll be generous today, plus 3 for each of you.
Oh, we just got a raid with 20.
Oh, let's
Hey,
go!
we're
20 sides to every
raid.
story. Thank you so much for the raid. We
That's
appreciate
awesome.
that. There are at least 20 sides to every story, unless you're playing with percentile dice, in which case there are sometimes 100 sides to every story. But we play with D20s here for
There's
most
more
rolls.
sides than 20.
What's that?
There's more sides
There's more
than 20.
but thank you
roll a
so
21.
much. Hey, Renrab, good to see you as well. Very special stream today. This is Evelyn's
about as
final
prepared as we've ever
in-person
been.
Sunday stream. Eirda, I mentioned this earlier. She's moving to Michigan. Not Eirda, Evelyn.
Eirda is
moving to Michigan. Michigan is not in Galarian, so that's not happening.
It's plane shifting,
Yeah,
actually,
so
so.
she's
You're right.
plane shifting to Michigan. So every bit, every sub that's given, all that money will be then transferred from Blue Box to Evelyn. There's already been so
you.
much that's done today. Again, please don't feel like we're asking, or pushing you to do that, but just want you to know that anything you give today goes directly to her. It's a very, very special stream for us today. All right. Party, back to you.
Yes.
I think the goal is to scout the lighthouse to see if the theory that it's connected to the pit could be true, and then if that isn't, then I guess we're going to the pit. So we got to take a look around up there. Trying to find a back door. We've gone through a lot of one-way tunnels to underground.
No. So yeah, you move toward the lighthouse. This incredible monument to the Thessalonian Empire, now long lost, reminds you of the Eierspan, of course, in Magnamar, and the skull at Thistletop, and all the things that you've seen. And so as you're looking at the screen here, both players and mad chatters, this is a picture of Magnamar, or probably Sandpoint rather, and this is the Thessalonian rune of the lighthouse, also reflected here in Sandpoint on Tailspire. So same idea, different, and then of course we love our theater of mind. As you walk in, you can see even the might of the Thessalonians has begun to succumb to thousands of years of pounding coming from the coast and the waves. Chunks of magnificent, almost single cast pieces of rock have fallen away into the ocean. As you walk up, it's quiet. There's a hollow, the sound of the air coming off the coast that passes through the tower,
People don't really come here in town.
utterly vacant. It would be wrong to say musty, not musty in scent, just abandoned wet stone for centuries with the spray of salt constantly casting.
As we walk up, I message Alcott.
Okay?
As Captain Eirda. Sailing on the ocean. Kisten.
Kissy.
Kisten.
I do not reply.
So, have I spotted any beggars or homeless within Sandpoint? There's a reason for the question.
So I will say no. I don't even need to roll. Sandpoint is a well cared for town. You have seen those which have lost homes,
Yeah.
the recent giant attacks. And
But they're taken care of.
But they're taken care of. They're
Okay.
brought in. There are no vagabonds upon the streets bereft of any love or help. This town cares for itself.
Yeah, I was curious because if there were, and there's
Yeah, it does.
nobody at the lighthouse, not even people looking for shelter, that would have been a sign. But theory squashed. I'm going to be keeping my eyes peeled for any movement and both up and down, because traps can be hidden above you.
And we can just assume detect magic.
And detect evil is also going from Eirda's side.
As I move forward, if you want my perception for you to make the checks,
I already have your perception. Hang on here.
yeah,
Oops.
it's bigly.
It's bigly.
19.
You are confident this place is utterly abandoned, neither evil nor good. Even animals seem to avoid it. Not even the sense of a squirrel or a bird lofting somewhere in the roosts. Nothing.
Understood.
Anything magical other than, I imagine, is the stone itself magical?
So, yes, you do sense a latent is the, it's not a sufficient word. There's a woven arcane power inside the stone. You do feel the ebb, much like the physical stone has been pounded by the waves. The arcane powers have begun to succumb to the time.
Okay.
But there is still arcane magic in these walls.
I'll keep my voice low. Let's make thorough work of this. Look around to see if there's any way to descend when we enter the lighthouse. It could be a back door into whatever's in the pit if they're all connected to the Thessalonian runes.
That makes sense. Yes. I will
On it.
look. So Eirda
start
starts
walking
searching.
around? Yeah.
Yep.
I'll let Eirda walk in first.
Eirda's searching.
All right, so
We can let Walmond walk in first if you want.
I'll walk in with
But
one.
I didn't detect any magical traps, so.
Yeah.
no, so marching order then is what?
Walmond,
Then Eirda.
Then Markov.
then Alcott.
Then Kate. Because you're busy messaging
I'm,
people.
I'm searching for
You're not
stuff.
really
Are you guys all
focused
getting your
on being
messages?
fast. K-I-S-S-E-I.
As you walk inside the ancient Thessalonian artifact and search around, you see there were stairs leading up, but this lighthouse does not appear to have any connection below.
Down.
I want to play so hard to the tailspire that's in front of us because that random big patch of green in the middle seems out
That
of
is
place.
hay, right?
Yeah, but
It's
it might not be there.
Yeah, it's dried old refuge of grass and
Something we
seaweed
can
that's
burn.
blown on. Yeah, so here.
Just imagine it's not even there.
Let me help. Sorry, guys. There you go. Much better. There you go. You search around the floor. Again, the stonework is remarkable, but inside the lighthouse, you can see that everything has been taken. The looters through the centuries have pulled away every bit of stone that could be taken, every small artifact gone. The wind continues to whistle through the salt spray. You can smell, but there are no paths leading down. Only jagged stairs leading up and open sky above.
As we're looking around, is it possible to see also, like, on the walls or anything, if there's any inscriptions like there have been in other places?
I thought you might ask that. And no.
Okay.
In fact, as you look around, not only do you not see inscriptions, you don't even have the sense that there were inscriptions here that might have been washed away by the sands of time.
Okay.
This structure seems to have been something unique and unimpacted by what was seen.
So it's kind of from the time of the Thessalonians, but maybe not influenced as much by the Runelords' presence at the time. Possibly.
Potentially. The only real,
Well,
last-
think of it. I'm sorry. So I think you're all smart enough. Think of it as though architects don't necessarily connect every part of
Right.
what they
Yeah, for
create
sure.
and
Right.
structure. So someone might create a dock, and that might not have anything to do with a city
With the evil temple
20
that sits in the
miles
back of
away,
it.
or so
It
they
might
truly.
have just been useful.
They
and
truly
that's it.
had ships. They truly had maritime operations, and so as you're exploring this, you can definitely see, the power that the Thessalonians had. But there is no indication this is connected to rune wells or catacombs or
that feels
anything
fairly
else.
confident. Yeah. It appears that my hopes have been wrong. it seems that we will descend the stairs into another awaiting enemy. But, as I said, due to the encounter you had, is that they may be just as afraid of us as we are of them.
And at least we know we're walking into a trap.
Yes.
You've known that twice, and
Now let us make quick
Didn't make
work
it any
of it.
better.
Or maybe we're getting smarter.
well, maybe we're just
Hey.
powerful enough to overcome it.
Hopefully.
Them losing Ixen may have shown that
We know a thing or two.
About a thing or two?
think of it. Evil harbors arrogance. They might have not planned for Ixen to fail.
Rather, or even
I don't
us
think
to
they
escape
expected
the
it.
pocket plane.
Yes, I don't think they expected Ixen's hubris quite so much as well. He was his own downfall.
He always has been.
Yep. Let us go. Let us
Yes.
make it to the pit. Before we crest the precipice, let me recite a litany.
I will
That way
also
we
stop by
all
the
will go
blacksmith.
in there.
Oh yes, because you need the thing.
Yes.
But yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, that was the litany? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, do you want to do the blacksmith first?
Yes,
or-
and as we're walking, I'm going to ask you random question.
yes.
What do demons hate?
Everything.
Well,
Holy
specifically,
water?
Do you mean
They hate us!
what affects them the most?
something physical, a focus of some kind.
Any semblance of order and law, like a clock that ticks regularly.
Or a scale of balance.
A scale perfectly at balance. These are things that are abhorrent to demons, much the way that they wouldn't physically be driven back like a holy item,
Yes.
but just the way we would see a number set at 6, 1 out of 10. We want it to be 5. We want it balanced.
A perfect bottle of rum.
Perfect bottle of rum, sure. We would see it. We would see something slightly askance when it should be straight. It drives us to
Like
be
a slightly crooked picture on the wall.
yes.
Good to
That might incense them. It may make them uncomfortable in the same way that chaos makes us uncomfortable.
Thank you. I need to know that. I'm going to stop by the blacksmith.
Everything that you requested is finished with the exception of the trebuchet. The
The-
trebuchet is still the little mini.
The platinum. It's not a trebuchet. It's an arbalest.
That's what I meant. Sorry, arbalest.
Your mini is not ready yet.
Your mini
cast my full
arbalest is
spell?
not ready yet.
The coats of paint.
There
are
is
taking
still
time.
another day. You guys gave the blacksmith a lot all at once. The arbalest still needs a bit of work.
But, all right. I'm not upset.
Are you sure?
I'm ready.
You seem upset.
I am upset.
My components, no.
Oh no.
And then I was waiting till we got to the pit for the litany because it doesn't last very
Okay.
long.
All right.
I'll have to re-recite the litany over time. Okay. Is it said that we get there without any issues?
Uh-huh.
We
Yeah,
can
I
get
mean,
past
yeah.
the guards. They,
Yeah, well, you see the guard that you intimidated. He is back on this morning, and he just gives you a nod and says no word.
Great.
Got the graveyard and the morning shift. Oof.
We're respected wherever we go.
Something tells me he wants to make amends for something he feels like he did wrong. I wouldn't know what that is.
Alcott, did you get my message?
Yes, I got your message, Cade.
How'd you like it?
Cast spells at a high.
Oh,
You good?
I am. I'm ready to kill something.
Are you really?
No, not really.
I didn't think so. Cade, we're about to walk into yet another trap.
I thought we learned our lesson. Why are we walking into traps?
Because the gods are having counsel over this one.
Can we avoid the trap?
We'll try.
So, again, saying, come in closer, like a convocation, shall we?
Is that a prayer?
Right?
It's a litany. You don't have to do anything.
Oh.
You just sit there and
Praise
accept the
be.
blessing.
I'll accept blessings.
I'm sure you will. Iomade, we are about to go into the heart of evil I ask that you provide us the protection, the shield of civilization against that which abhors order, which abhors the law that you created in your 10th act, your 10th miracle. Bring us that same protection, the same guidance you had, and I will cast protection from evil communal, giving.
You have to like split it up.
Yeah, so I'm level 12, so I can split it evenly 3 minutes amongst us.
3 minutes.
I have to recast it.
Once again.
Only 3. Oh, wait.
Once again. The heavens are brass. Your voice echoes. Iomade does not answer.
I have a question.
Yes.
Do you not think they
do.
want us to walk down that? Maybe that's the trap.
I mean, we know that they want us to walk
That's
down
exactly what they
Okay,
want
well,
us
maybe it's a trap. Maybe there's a back door to this.
That's
That we
Well, we were
literally
just
were
looking.
talking about that with the lighthouse. We were checking
We
to see if it was
tried.
back door.
Did we try?
The glassworks is
The glassworks
The glass-
was.
Oh,
The
it was
glassworks
here.
were here.
Yes.
so
it's gone.
we gave it a fair shot. Now let me ask you, if you had a millennia to prepare your second coming, would you design a back door for some vermin to come in and eat your cheese?
What? Cheese?
Depends on how good the cheese.
Do I want to share the cheese?
Eirda, you got a little wine with that cheese. Hey!
I attempted
They've
to
gotten
make an
plenty of
allegory
wine.
that you would understand,
Been
but it
hiding from
appears
others,
that
like,
it's
the whole
gone right past the point. No, I do not believe. I feel confident now, and tell me if you feel differently.
I'm glad I gave you more confidence about
No,
this.
we shall allow Wellman to walk in front of us, take every precautionary measure that we can, and do this right.
Yes, I
We won't
will.
drown this time.
I would really like not to, thanks.
I will take out some of that talcum powder, or not talcum. It's I'm trying to remember. It's that same silver powder was what I had,
Very
and rub it into my eyes
See
to do
invisibility.
see invisibility before we go down. That lasts for quite a while, thankfully. Yeah.
Anything that calls upon Iomade, there is no answer.
Okay. I was wondering if that one was.
any divine,
Oh, it is divination.
Every divination
Okay.
that you are casting, you.
My apo- I was,
No.
I was catching
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to like.
Well,
that
at least
seemed
I can do
challenging.
that.
About
No. So with,
I
with
was trying to be ominous, not.
No, I hear you. So I was catching on to that.
Abjuration.
I-
Okay, good.
Knowing that.
Evocation,
and
abjuration,
Having
abjuration.
checked to see, oh, this is a divination one.
Right.
Can we say that Markov would have obviously not, or is it? I said
Sure.
it in
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
sentence.
Absolutely. I mean,
Okay.
yeah. Markov knows. He's tried twice to
Yeah.
contact Iomade in the last.
Something's
few minutes.
up. Yeah.
I'd take a sip of rum. All right, Caden, me God. Save me from death. That's a quick prayer.
Divination.
Protect us all. Thank you. Huzzah.
As you say this, you take a drink.
I have
Your
some
rum feels
divination spells,
watery.
but
Oh no.
not too
Wow,
bad.
watery.
Watery and weak,
I spit it out.
and there is no.
Something's amiss.
So
Me. My rum tastes like piss.
Maybe we should. Maybe we should just go back to bed. Like,
It's okay.
yes, Kate, you are correct.
That means something's wrong with me God. Me God's not in me rum.
Iomade is also seems to be preoccupied.
Well, that would have been interesting. See, you're gonna walk us down there with no gods. Oh, that's not smart.
I have a petition. That
What
I
do you
have
think? You're
sent to my
stronger than a god?
No, I would never say so.
I didn't think so.
But I'm not surprised. Yes, the petition has been cast onto Iomade, and
Wallman stands
She will-
at the edge and sort of just stops and turns, his stone grinding face impassive, still a bit fractured orbit here in his eye, despite the best efforts to repair.
Iomade will get to the blessings I've put upon us in time. I'm certain of it. She has not abandoned us. The council, whatever that seems to be, maybe what is preoccupying the gods. People assume that they are omnipresent. And that sadly is not true. As we know,
Yes.
that evil can exist in this world, and all good gods would not allow evil if they were omnipresent.
Kate, you got
Ooh, huzzah.
Okay,
So-
I'm sorry. So yes,
Renrep.
Chaosic said 1,000 for Cade because you made him choke on his beer. Has to change his shirt now. So that is a +5 for you, which also can be
Huzzah!
converted to an
And
advantage.
Renrep also gave
And then
+5 to
Renrep,
Kate.
thank you, yes.
jeez.
And another 5 to
Oh,
Cade.
huzzah!
Another possible. So you got that's 10. Of course, all of the money goes to Evelyn.
But I'll take the
But
advantages.
the
Thank
advantages go to you. I'm sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, no, I was
Because
just
of the
saying that
5,000.
people
That's
assume that
disgusting.
gods are all present. We know this not to be true because there's evil in the world. All present good gods would not allow evil to exist.
I don't know that allowances are necessarily true.
There's
They
a
enable
difference-
us to fight evil, but
Yes.
Yes.
it's part of the balance.
There's a difference between evil and balance. Abadar sits in the middle, and I am afraid that he has called the council between both sides.
If that's true, then they will be as weak as us. So let us take advantage of this opportunity.
Abadar is the judge of the gods. Let's hope he chooses.
A quick question to you, John.
Yes.
Because I'm trying to understand. I obviously get my powers from my deity. There are some of my orisons and the like that I'm trying to understand as a player in your setting. Because I have divination, abjuration. All of those would still be.
Conjuration.
And only the divination
Only the
is
divination.
gone. So anything.
Protection from evil is an abjuration spell.
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. Then yes, that would have worked.
Yeah. Okay. And we can. Yeah. All right.
Although I mean that it's so fuzzy because you don't have a spell book. You really technically get everything from your god. This is a gray area for me, but I will allow the protection
Yeah,
from evil.
and let us in that case assume that with the protection from evil, there's the burning of incense, which is a component.
Yes.
Right. So
Correct.
And my necromancy spells work.
You? Necromancy?
It's the interrogation spell.
Of course it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
Which has the evil tag.
I'm not.
Anyways,
let's continue. So we have to go down. If the council is called, then we will have to take advantage of this time.
Yes.
Let's
Cade,
go.
Everything I have to lose is stood before me. And I know you mentioned. I didn't get to hear it. I was passed out drunk about you talking about your parents.
Yes.
Right. You were.
I don't know about you, Cade. If you need to leave, I won't be happy about it. I'm going down there. I'm going to stop whatever is happening. I'm going to face it head on.
Can I remind the group that the litany it does not last forever.
Right.
We should make use of it.
Go now.
And if Wallman's not going, I'll walk past Wallman to start.
If I see you going to walk, I will tell Wallman to
Yeah.
begin walking
Wallman
downstairs.
turns and moves, and so order again is Wallman.
Eirda,
Eirda.
Markov.
Do you want to go in front of me?
I have a question.
Yes.
So I could go down and fight with you. We shouldn't really split, but should not someone stay out in case something happens?
So the one who complained about the party splitting wants to split the party.
Well, I'm just thinking, what if something goes very terribly wrong and only one person on the
Katie,
outside?
You're being a hypocrite and a coward.
Oh, you just told me I could make up my own mind, and now you're calling me a hypocrite and a coward.
I'm encouraging you.
I'm messing.
Cade, believe it or not, I know
Now, you little,
I know you quite
you
well at this.
May I-
little wizard who thinks he knows everything,
I'm gonna
born with a silver spoon in his mouth. There, you like
I'm-
that message?
I'm going to speak loudly to let my word carry to the guard. So am I hearing this correctly that Cade, the hero of Sandpoint, is not going to protect by going inside the pit?
Cade the Brave? Are you talking about that Cade?
You hear the guard. There's a bit of chuckling among the guards.
Here, have a drink of rum. That's drink. Oh, never mind. That's not this crap.
The guard says. This is but Cade's bit of chicanery. Always does this. Where he's actually quite brave and is going to charge ahead of all of you. He's just tricking you a bit to make sure
Huzzah!
that you have the Jules, to proceed.
Point of order. No.
I don't have that.
He was talking to him. Not
Wonderful. So you'll be joining us heroically to defend the city.
I'm always a hero.
That's exactly what
I have a
thought.
statue in this town, for crying out loud.
Well earned. Now let's go.
Huzzah.
And also, do you remember what
Carry
happened
on.
when you stayed at last
argue
time? You
with
got
Cade,
hurt
argue
by
with the
that
mob.
the shield thingy in the.
I say that.
You
we
know
went
how to
down.
play on people's weaknesses better than Alco does.
Yeah.
As you walk down the stairs, again, I'll read those verses you've already written. You see scribed on the walls, clearly originally part of the architecture here. This is
Right.
no vandalism committed on this structure. Great is the daughter of heaven who tortures infants. Her hand is a net, her embrace is death. She is cruel, raging, angry predator. And you see it ends the verse with a door before you. Giant stone door, closed. Interestingly, no perception check made. You see there are strange scribblings in some sort of charcoal or scratches that are not part of the original structure that make no sense. Strange symbols and wiggling imagery.
Does detect magic? Do those imagery runes? Do they glow?
No, they do not.
I'll do history check
Okay.
because I don't have tongues
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah, go ahead, roll history.
Yeah. It's 19.
That's a nat 19 on the die?
No, that's
Oh, total of 19?
Total 19, sadly.
Well, I've already referenced this before. I will give this to you. You are familiar with the lore of Sandpoint and this area, and you know there was, in what was referred to as the late unpleasantness, you had the chopper.
Yeah.
You had the burning of the original cathedral, the death of Father Xantus. You also had one called the Scribbler, one who was a crazy figure. You don't have tremendous intimacy with the details of his crimes, but he was a heinous villain at the early part of the late unpleasantness, and these scribblings seem to be similar to what you read of in tomes done by the Scribbler.
Yes, these seem to be something that the Scribbler, a villain of the late unpleasantness, may have left here. Whether he entered or not, I don't know.
He's called the Scribbler.
Yes, I suppose it's an uncreative name.
Kate is unimpressed.
Yeah.
He's just gonna scribble his way all over us?
What this means, only he would know, and perhaps I'm even wrong about that. He could be mad.
Kate, you and only you hear a whisper. You're not sure if it's audible or not. None of you hear it, but to you it may be.
Yes, I will scribble for you, pirate. I will scribble upon your soul for my goddess Lamashtu. Come, walk behind the door. I have many riddles for you.
Oh, did y'all hear that? Oh my gosh.
No.
What?
Her! Oh my. You didn't hear that?
No.
Are you in your head, Cade?
No. It
The
just-
Scribbler just spoke to me,
Goodness.
and I ain't drunk.
Now that
Well,
much we
that's
know.
true.
No, I agree with you. Something probably did speak to you. There is a presence about
He
this
said he had
place
more
trying to
riddles.
speak in the-
And he's gonna scribble all over my soul.
Riddles?
Lamashtu! Oh! Oh my. Yeah! Oh, he said something's behind the door.
I'd rather take goblins.
Hey, inspiration for you. That means you can add a D4 to any die roll. He's going to scribble all over my soul. I love that. That was well done. Please continue.
It's gonna do it.
That's what I'm scared about.
The path is clear before us. It's forward. Detect to see if there is some magical rune here, and I will look upon the handle and see if there is some kind of trigger.
With detect magic up.
And
I
then
might see some
perception
stuff,
to
too.
see if there's some kind of mechanism that might trigger when we open it.
Yeah, and if you're new to Blue Box, including many of the new followers we have today, or all the folks that joined us from 20 sides to every story, and you're wondering why these players are paranoid and
It's
checking every
because
single step and every single door.
Just say out loud it's because of me.
It's because I got a bunch of paranoid players in my game
no,
that
we've been educated.
they came in here already this way. I have not done this to them. There is no
It's the trauma.
there is no PC trauma in this group. No.
Call it experience. We've got 13 levels of it.
It's true, yeah.
He wants to kill us around every corner. We know there's a
You
trap
detect-
lurking. That's why I wanted to stay behind.
You see no traps. You sense no magics beyond just the latent magic that's in the walls of this place.
Now, an interesting question. Detect magic can only pierce so much thickness of
Correct.
stone material, whatever.
Correct.
Can I see through
Yes.
the door?
So even ahead, you're not. So it's typically a 60-foot radius.
Yes.
Can be diminished based on the thickness of. As far as you can push ahead, you don't sense any magic. I mean, beyond the magic that just is innate to this place.
Does the door seem to have a handle mechanism that would be too intricate for the golem to handle?
No, it's just a long pull handle.
I see you noticing that, and my mind just tells Wallman to move up,
Step
back
back.
away, just in case.
I'm gonna be behind.
So
the
Eirda
cover of
backs
the
up
wall.
behind Wallman. Wallman.
I imagine we get a good bit further than 5 feet away, if we can.
All right, so you got to kind of back up the stairs
slightly,
here a
yeah.
bit, to get a good distance away. And Wallman moves
Get
up
that
to the
3/4
door.
cover.
Yeah.
By the way, for our viewers, those who are watching, you're seeing a combination of theater of mind here, Tailspire, different types of imagery, and fantastic roleplay. I'm sorry, did that sound self-congratulatory? I didn't mean it. I meant by these folks, not by me. Fantastic roleplay. Wallman steps up to the door, and his massive stone hand reaches up and grasps the handle. And as he pulls on the handle, there is the grinding of stone, and the door swings open,
It's just the door.
revealing a few
Sissy
more
Bond
steps. Again, clearly Thessalonian architecture. And you see more inane scribblings, strange designs, some perverse. Some look like they're mathematical in nature but ending with no equation. Some seeming ancient lore ending in phallic symbolism, in inanity all over the walls. But in the midst of it, there is another verse clearly in that original Thessalonian script. And it says, "A runner, a thief, she is the daughter of heaven. She touches the bellies of all women in labor. She pulls out the pregnant woman's child. The daughter of heaven is one of the gods, her brothers."
The brothers.
It said that
Perhaps
she
this
is
isn't the
one of
end
the
of-
gods.
Yes. Namashtu
Most
is
who
a-
is the god.
Yes.
And there's another door beyond, and the torch is actually a literal burning torch, recently lit. Smoke roils in the room, heads out through the door, and another door stands before with these strange writings scribbled on the walls.
Do not cast your gaze upon the scribbles. They could have some affecting effect.
He's gonna scribble upon me.
Who do we know about
Just my
brothers?
Scribble upon my soul.
Good question. Perhaps this is not the complete verse. We are catching bits of it as we go. It seems
so.
like not the end of a sentence. Her brothers. It seems abrupt.
And of course, as we continue casting
Oh,
around
gee,
the
there
room,
might be more as we walk deeper,
it be
deeper.
said.
Each of you roll d20, please.
Oh dear.
15?
18.
17.
19.
Wow, we did good.
18,
Hopefully.
19. What was yours?
17.
Eirda, as you are I know your roll was lower, but as you look at the scribbles, you make out some sense of cadence and lettering on the opposite side of the wall where the Thessalonian runes are indelibly inscribed in the wall. There is something on this opposite wall which appears to be in the same hand as whatever creature has scribbled, but there's a sense to the words as you look at it. You need make no further roll. You see there is a piece of prose here on this wall, unconnected to the ancient Thessalonian prose that says, if magic bright is your desire, to old Runeforge you must retire. For only there does a mage's art receive its due and proper start. And then there are several scribbly faces and more phallic symbols beneath them.
Eirda will kind of turn attention and say, look at this.
Do we also see it? Or is it something
Well,
that
when she's the only one that notices it at first, but when she points, yes, now you can all see it's almost like a cipher, placed behind many of the scribblings.
And does this seem like something like the letters come together and make shape in our minds?
No, nothing magical.
Okay.
Like think of the intricacy of woven art.
Yeah.
Like one with a loom. Or a needle and thread that has put a pattern across the top and then put a thread inside the pattern that can be seen.
I'm going to take me dagger, or me sword with the blood on it.
Yes.
And touch the scribbles.
You touch the scribble, nothing happens. If you want, if you kind of pull your sword down, you actually start.
Scribbler!
You kind of scrape through the scribble. You see it. Yeah, it does succumb to your blade.
Nothing
else.
Ah, crap.
But the scribble is now stricken through.
Satisfied?
A little.
This is a good question though. What can I make out the physical chemical makeup of what is the ink?
Oh, good question.
Like is this explosive? Could this be a trap of some sort?
Roll d20 and give me your bonus for. Let's do. Where's my?
Maybe nature knowledge.
I think I can do something.
That'd be
Let's do
alchemy.
Yeah, let's do knowledge alchemy.
There is no
just
knowledge alchemy, but I do have a craft.
Wait. I'm sorry. Do the knowledge.
I do have craft alchemy, which is it's the same bonus.
Oh, that would be.
Arcana, engineering.
It's just a craft skill,
Diplomacy. Let's do knowledge nature then.
Hey.
18 on the dice. Well, my dice are kind of hot.
Okay.
My nature skill is an 11.
So that's a 29.
As you look closer at it, and you can see the line that Cade has drawn through with his blade, you pick off flecks, again, not of the Thessalonian, but of the scribbling.
Yeah, kind of rub it a little bit.
You rub it off, and you see Alcott sniff, rubs it in his hand. It is an amalgam of charcoal and some kind of organic substance, likely blood, but not human blood.
There's some sort of blood in the ink. Not human.
Fits the description.
I was checking to make sure that it might not have adverse effects or could be lit and cause unknown effects.
The Runeforge may be ahead.
All right,
There could be
Scribbler,
somebody-
Are you here?
Again, only in your head.
Of course I'm here. Come just a little further, pirate. I have some things to tell you. You seek something.
Yeah, I seek to carve your scribbles upon your body with me own blade.
That's already done. That's already done. Just to the door. Not much further now.
Okay, y'all. This is creepy.
Just now you're getting that feeling.
Well, I tried to speak to the scribbler. And I tried to scare him, but it didn't work at all.
Well,
It appears he's already been scribbled upon.
before we enter the next room, Let me recite the litany again. He's waiting in the next room.
Yes.
Then even more reason. Let me recite the litany again as we enter.
All right.
It will offer more protection.
While you do that, what reason would this scribbler have to guide us towards the thing to create magical artifacts?
I don't know. He says he's waiting for me.
I believe he's waiting for all of us.
Has he said that to you?
When you say that, you hear a voice in your head.
Good.
No one else hears it but you.
Son of Devereaux, son of sin, come further, welcome in.
And Cade said he would talk to him, so I will reply.
I'll use this as a sensor.
Hello. Welcome in here. And I just sort of lightly tap the side of my head.
It's getting small.
He's talking to me too. Guard your mind if you can. Try not to speak out loud.
A little ball that has incense.
Fair.
You wave it, and
Alcott will just sort of
smell
passively
and
reach for
fragrance.
Eirda's hand and grip
Wow.
onto it.
Yeah, Eirda will
hand?
accept it.
no, not literally.
Oh.
I was just.
So I want to make sure y'all, because you would have seen this in character, Alcott and Eirda hold hands as they approach the door.
The next door.
Yes. I mean, I'm not saying they've done anything, but
Yeah.
you see them.
Yeah. I put the sensor away. I wrap the chain up. Let's move quickly.
Of course, yes.
Detect magic through the door. Anything in front of, behind, in the door. Magical traps, anything like that.
As you cast your spell, searching for magic beyond, again, you can feel that normal thickness of walls and doors has a certain amount of abeyance on the power or distance of your.
Right.
The Thessalonian structure seems to push that even further in, but there is nothing that you can feel beyond the latent magic past the
You
next
say
door.
he's beyond this door.
Alright, that's what he told me in my head.
Before you step forward, let me give a clear. That way you don't step on a pressure plate or anything.
Of course, I won't be opening this door.
All right, let's make it
Check
happen.
for all traps.
we do the classic back up 15 feet. Walmond opens the door.
All right.
Probably more than 15.
Say,
Yeah.
rinse and repeat. Thank you so
Yep.
much.
Yep.
By the way, as you open that door, there is the familiar sound of both the movement of Walmond.
It's a good sound
and
effect.
the guy, I know, I love the sound effect, and then the opening of the door as the door slides open, and yes, that happens here with our Tailspire app.
So
And
satisfying.
you see the corridor continues down further. There appears to be some sort of blue tile on the bottom of the floor in the next room. And as you look up, you see a next passage of Thessalonian scripture, but now the scribblings on the walls, on the ceiling, on the floor, growing more chaotic and more disturbing. And with that, we're going to go to our one and only break.
Okay.
As we go to break, we want to say thank you to everyone. Thank you, all of you mad chatters. Your chattery has been madness today.
Indeed.
We're at 71 viewers. Thank you. 20 sides of every story. I think Vancouver by Night is on here. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Kayla. We got chaos. Thank you, everyone, for all of your support. As already said, we've already had one level 4 or 5 hype train. We've had a lot of other gifts. Everything given today is going to be given directly to Evelyn. I will be Apple paying her tomorrow.
Apple Pay.
As
pays me.
it's easier. It's the easiest. I can Zelle or I can Venmo or whatever, but Apple Pay is just so
It gives
easy.
me a
Sorry,
nice little
no
tax
Apple
too, so
commercial
when I do
happening
my
here.
taxes, I
She
can
will
give
get,
it
yeah,
to
exactly.
my
She will
mom.
get the money. Everything given today on stream. This is her final in-person stream with us. She is still going to be part of Blue Box in perpetuity. She'll be on our Tuesday night Greyhawk Awakening stream. She'll be on our Wednesday night Lore Masters Arcanum. She's still a partner. She'll be here in person for Blue Box Con coming up in just a bit. We'll play
Running
that
a
video
game
as we
of
go
her
to
own.
break. Running a game as well. But this is her final Sunday in-person game with Eirda. And so it is it's not even bittersweet. It's just bitter moment today for us here.
We can
But
make it sweet if you want.
we do. But we do have one question for you. For all of you new viewers, if you're watching right now and you haven't followed, or if you're a follower who hasn't subbed,
What?
or a sub whose sub has
It's not expired. What are you talking about? You can't look at me anymore.
We have one question for you today. What are you doing? Give us a follow. Give us a sub. Blue Box will be right back.
I did that meme I sent you about all the crazy stuff that's in the Pathfinder world of Galarian. I
Yeah.
did some research. Gnomes are really cool in
Yeah, they are.
Oh yeah, they are. Yeah.
You know about gnomes and boredom in Galarian, right?
Yes.
And that they
Yes.
can turn into bleachlings if
Yeah.
they just get bored.
Yep. Yeah, they're like every world has its own fun. We're going to talk about Trollord games a little bit more here in a moment and talk about Eirda.
Is that where Castles and Crusades take place?
So that's the gaming world for Trollord games and the Castles and Crusade set, and that will be featured here very soon on Blue Box. I hope Chuck is still on with us tonight
I'm
and
curious.
hearing me shout that out. If he's not, then a pox upon his.
It has a number of names, but Avalon, aka the Arthurian legendary
Right.
world, is a pretty popular one across lots of gamescapes.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's one written. There's got to be.
That's a
one
good
written
question.
for
Sure, yeah, that's a
D&D.
good question. Yeah, it could be. I'm not sure.
So, on break. Oh, let me put this on.
Yay, Chuck is still here.
So,
Yeah.
on break, I think this is a perfect time to tell people about Blue Box Con and some of the other games you can play that aren't even on there, like that Dune one. If you're trying to advertise right now,
I am.
Whoa,
So let's
what?
do this.
Dude?
We're
Yeah,
gonna play
it's
we're gonna play the Blue Box Con ad again,
I'm gonna put the link
and then I'm gonna run upstairs and refresh the coffee and use the restroom.
can I pitch the idea? While you're gone?
Let's So pitch it while I'm gone, but let's play the sponsor ad for Blue Box Con coming up so soon.
Con.
We cannot wait. You need to be part of Blue Box Con wherever you are in the world. We have people coming as far away as the ridiculously distant lands of Canada
And Brazil,
and Brazil. We have someone from.
Kristen.
Oh, she's coming back from. Yeah, that's. I like that though. Well played. Yeah. Canada, Brazil, and even the crazy exotic locations like Phoenix, Arizona will be here.
California.
The country.
California. That's not even part of the country. I thought that had fallen in the Pacific. Oh,
No,
sorry,
not
too
yet.
soon.
Alright.
Wrong.
Not yet.
Go take your break.
No, I want this to finish so I can go back to the be right back screen. That makes me very suspicious why you want to rush me out of the room for my break. Blue Box Con coming to a
Is
house
this,
in Tennessee near you
Coming to
very soon.
Murfreesboro near you.
So,
Candace-
I want to pitch this because
You don't have to
Alright.
pitch it for me.
Oh,
What just fell?
the ship.
It
Oh
wasn't
no!
the ship.
No.
No, Fraley ship just fell.
Just the front of the ship.
Oh, just
It came in pieces.
Did it? Oh, it didn't break.
It's good.
Oh,
Everything's
no.
fine.
Nothing.
This is the quality
It's
of
fine.
Fraley's construction.
Nothing broke.
It's fine.
So, Dune. There you go. So.
Do you like spice?
Yeah. So, as some of you are aware, Dune's a really cool book.
Well, you're not on camera.
Do you
I know. I'm still gonna look at the. Dune is a really good book series, although most people only get through the first book because it's long, and it even has an index for just the book.
No, really?
Yes, it does. I will be bringing the board game for any of you that really like it. It's up to 6 players.
Nice.
I know John wants to play it. Evelyn seems to want to play it.
That sounds awesome. I
You
love
don't need to buy a badge or
you read
ticket.
Have you read
We'll just find the
it. No, I haven't
time.
seen both of the movies.
And this is the old school Dune board game, so it's all asymmetric, and every faction from the Bene Gesserit to the Atreides all have their own special.
So, like, for
abilities.
example, the Empire starts with no troops on the planet. You have to pay for them to get onto the planet.
So-
Whereas everyone else does.
And it ends up being a very shady political game because no one will do anything for you for free.
Wait, Dune is a shady political game?
Yeah. So
There's a lot of like mind games that you get to play in it, and it's literally all about lying to everyone.
Yeah.
I love it.
That tracks.
Yep.
we can likely get multiple games in if we have the same time that we had. But with 6 players, it's going to slow down a little bit. So,
But it is
we'll
it is
see
like
what we
it's
can do.
risk adjacent in,
Gotcha.
in the way that the combat and the map movement works.
We'll have to see with the way everything's scheduled out for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, like in the middle between games when people aren't doing stuff, we
Right.
can have board games around. I mean, there will be activities to do. But
It will not interrupt your normal gaming.
No,
It will
was-
supplement it.
Thomas did not
how
break the
dare
ship.
you insinuate that it was me?
Thomas didn't break the ship. Promise.
But
Thomas, promise.
The Thomas promise. TM.
Yeah.
it'll be very, very fun.
It is going to be fun.
I would bring Twilight Imperium, but that game would take 6 hours.
I don't know if you heard this. I have every last piece of my Alcott cosplay ready to go.
You do? That's so awesome.
Well, every last piece of
Oh.
the clothing itself.
I'm thinking of buying a helmet.
I got a thing.
Did you?
It's not. It's this close
Is it the thing?
from a certain.
Okay. I won't say.
And let's not forget to shout out Hype Cycle. Best place to
Hype.
exercise in Murfreesboro.
Yeah, if you're coming,
Thank ya.
Yes, absolutely.
get your size on.
And we got Ren Fair on Sunday, so if you're coming
Yeah.
to the con, make sure to get your Ren Fair tickets on Tennessee Renaissance Festival.
Because they probably will
website.
begin to sell out.
Yes.
And there's always a long line if you buy them in person on the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just buy them before you go.
Yeah, I gotta go get them.
You guys know the best thing about the group exercising classes, though, is that sometimes it's really hard to find motivation yourself. So
Yeah.
being in a
Yeah.
room of supportive people that'll teach you the form and keep you at pace,
And I use great music.
it uses great music. It is fantastic.
Thank you.
I was hoping you did exercise sort of military style by just degrading everyone around you, telling them that they need to get.
Maggots!
Come on! Suck it up and bike faster!
I thought I would be that way, but when I get in front of people, I'm just like, I just use really great music.
Yeah.
That's what, it's all about the hype.
Yeah.
It's about the hype.
She's having a great time. She's bouncing around in the music and stuff. It makes me, when I went, want to, have a
Good
great
music
time,
helps
too.
exercise go much better.
Yeah.
That's why I have a specific like playlist for when I'm running, cause like it keeps me like going. It's good stuff.
Speaking of specific playlists, you should post that Eirda playlist.
Oh yeah, I should post some Eirda playlists. Yeah.
Oh, I gotta download all the bard music
All the bard music? What do you mean?
for BlueBox.
Oh, just to.
Well, the bardic.
Oh, are you doing that's what you did last year, right? You had the like modern music but Renaissance style.
Like Shakira.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen Bridgerton?
Uh huh.
Yeah. That's what all of the music in
Yeah.
the show is. I
It's
haven't
good.
seen the second season yet. My wife said it was pretty good.
Oh, I haven't seen the second season either.
Are you still doing anything with that con idea?
I don't know.
I think
Okay.
Why?
I'm just curious. You seem like a serial entrepreneur, and I love when I see that.
I just
serial entrepreneur.
Yeah, it's a great thing.
I just come up with ideas.
Lucky charm.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. I don't know if I told you, but I used to do like
Favorite
be
cereal?
involved with
favorite
the
one?
Entrepreneurship Center at UT.
Oh.
So I love seeing stuff like that take off.
Probably like
I have
could
to
eat anytime. It's probably
go-
Honey Nut Cheerios.
I have to
You know, I was
get
gonna say the
a-
exact same
a degree
thing.
in-
I have a nostalgic connection to Cheerios because every morning when we lived in Atlanta, my dad would have a small cup with like a rotating hole on top of it, full of Honey Nut Cheerios, to just hand to me as
Yeah.
I walked out every morning.
Yeah.
Do you have to
And so
get it
that's just
to
like
be,
my
accredited or whatever?
nostalgia.
Okay.
Yeah.
One morning,
Cereal?
That's
one
not
morning
bad.
I was craving Lucky Charms though. So like after I
That's
got
not
off
bad.
work, I literally went
That's
to
just start
Kroger
a
and bought
process.
one of the like just the
If
little
you're
bowls.
looking to invest in
Yeah.
a great
And
business
just-
idea,
Oh, that's
Dump
right,
some
because they
milk in
did
it.
we're
do that
looking
now,
for
yeah.
seed capital.
Dump some milk
Don't
in
they
it.
sell
and that
those
sort of-
at
want
BNA3
cigarettes,
as well?
I'm
They
fine.
have cereal.
I tell you
don't
all your
I
negative
think I've
traits.
seen it in the
That's
break
me,
room
folks.
upstairs.
We
They
could-
might have
Oh,
it
yeah,
in the
'cause
break
they-
room.
We could
I just thought I
promise
was
you
going
a
to one
200%
BNA8
return on
doesn't do
investment.
Avenue C.
We
They have
could
a
do
different
Oh yeah.
We
and so they
won't
don't have my favorite
promise
snack
you that.
anymore.
Oh.
But we could have.
We could have. So invest.
Thank you for the sub, Brave Abe.
Thank you.
You're basically losing money. By
All right, so have we pitched Blue Box Con enough?
Did.
Chuck,
Blue Box Con's
again,
gonna
I'm
be awesome.
promising you I'm going to crush you like a grape when I see you, my friend. Mike Disney,
know.
can't wait to see you. Kayla coming in. Kayla, I know I owe you a call.
Chuck wants to play
I'll get with you as quickly as I can. Hey, Greg,
love
good to
to.
see you.
Yeah.
Thank you
Chuck
so
and
much.
Yeah, he said I just wanna play
19
Disney
months
now.
as a sub.
It's so good.
Yes, yes, yes.
Blue Box Con, the best 2 days in gaming I've ever experienced.
2 days in gaming plus a day.
The best
Ren
2
Fair.
days in gaming and the best
Plus, we're
Ren
doing
Fest in the
karaoke Friday
country.
night.
Oh, is that confirmed?
Yes, we're officially
Yes, it
doing
is. It
karaoke
is. It
Friday
is
night.
confirmed.
Biz
We are.
Marquee is coming out.
Yeah.
Yes.
I will be missing it. but that's fine.
It's fine.
All right.
It's fine. Just sing without me.
Where is it?
The karaoke?
Yeah, let's see.
We gotta discuss that, but that's.
I was gonna say probably here. I would have to imagine.
A microphone, some speakers.
Just a computer and a.
And then
and a
we could.
Yeah.
YouTube has
Yeah, we
almost
could.
every
That's a really good
karaoke
idea.
song
Or
you
we
need.
can just get in the Tesla. The Tesla has karaoke mode. in it.
Carpool karaoke.
Yeah, we put everybody in there.
That just makes so much sense.
Thanks, Elon.
Sorry. Hang on here. Let me see if I can get this. I did not. I've got a new phone.
Chris, you're not making it.
And I didn't link
No.
my.
What? Meet him.
Aw.
All right, we'll do this then.
That's right. That changed.
What,
That
Chris?
there was a last minute. Yeah.
no,
he
no,
mentioned-
no. Chris, he's coming. He doesn't know it yet. I've,
Just a
We'll
little bit of
kidnap you.
chicane.
Chris,
You'll
I've
be
talked to your
here.
wife. She said you're coming, whether you want to or not.
Okay.
So,
you know.
all right. Here we go. We resume the final, the final chapter.
Stop.
Eirda's final hour.
No, see, now it's getting darker and darker.
Literally, look.
Yeah.
It's gonna be scribbled away.
It would be really nice if it was the final 3 minutes, because that'd fit really completely.
So do not adjust your cameras at home. They are descending into the depths of the Thessalonian ruins, the catacombs beneath Sandpoint. As this next door opens, you see there is that blue stone and another door behind. In that, oh my
Towards the
goodness,
door.
Robert, what are you doing? We're another hype train. Robert is
You just gave another 20 subs.
another
mad
20
lad.
give subs. Thank you so much, Robert. Phantom NJ. Yeah, what? Sorry,
No,
what?
that would actually be a really funny thing to stream.
What?
The karaoke.
The karaoke on like Instagram,
I was
and
gonna
then do the Tesla and take people out and do.
Oh, all right.
Instagram Live?
We'll
yeah.
figure out a way to stream. I think that camera got bumped just a bit. Can you turn it? Let's see,
Oh yeah, you're slightly off center.
No, back a little bit more the other way. Right, perfect. Thank you again.
It's left. No.
Gentle hand.
More left. Right.
Ooh, I like this blue lighting with my blue jacket.
Fine, I'll cuff the collar.
Yeah. All right, so
Yes.
as you open the door and you see the blue tile on the floor in the next room, there is another verse of this demonic, nefarious scripture that sits on the wall and says, "With no child of her own, her head is a jackal's head. Her body is a mother's body. She roars like a lion, and she constantly howls like a demon dog." And as you read this, there is a howling that reverberates through the halls.
That's a little much.
Thumbs down.
Kate and Eirda have seen a statue of what she looks like, so that would immediately recall that.
Those plates. Careful.
Of course.
I imagine.
Here's the next room. Wallman stands in the doorway. Do you send him forward or?
No, because if he goes crashing through those into a pit of endless doom, I'll be sad.
Pit of Endless Doom
snakes.
is adjacent to Ring of Endless Light.
I will instead. Obviously, I'm detecting magic. I imagine I detect none, just based on what's been going on. Stop me if you've heard this one before. So instead, what I will elect to do. Does this look like glass? The blue stuff on the floor.
No, it looks like ceramic tile, blue ceramic tile.
Okay.
You do sense magic from it.
Oh, I do. What kind? School.
You.
Alcott school.
Kate is constantly messaging.
School of Alcott.
the school.
No, he got 1,000 bits.
I saw. Yeah.
Oh,
From
thank you so
another
much. And another level 5, 300% hype train.
Insane.
I think people like Evelyn. I'm just guessing. It could be people like Evelyn. But thank you again
Thank
so
you,
much,
guys.
all of you. And
Yeah.
everything goes to her today.
Markov, you got
Fantastic.
Don't touch
plus
that.
1 plus a inspiration possibly because
Okay.
you got 500. So.
Sounds like a plan.
So, School of Magic on these, whatever.
You recognize the oddly confounding nature of Thessalonian magic not falling into any of the schools of magic that you're accustomed to. You've seen this before on items. You sense that here on these blue tiles.
It's its own school.
Back up. There could be there is a trap. Of some
Oh, I take out my mage hand, my little magic hand, and put it on the tile. Go, little hand. Go, little hand.
As I see that, I will have Wallman back up a little bit as well. And let that go by.
Wallman backs up. You put your mage hand forward on the tile, and as it depresses on the tile,
Be careful, little hand. Yes. Uh-oh. What'd I do?
It can only do 5 pounds of pressure. So.
right,
10 pounds.
5.
10.
Well, yeah,
It's
10.
10.
No,
I thought it was 5.
either way, 5 or 10 is fine. Doesn't matter.
It'll get it.
It is enough pressure.
It's definitely fine.
And
Okay.
as it presses down, I love on Blue Box. People argue about the 5 or 10 pounds of pressure from. There is
10 pounds.
an explosion inside the room.
Huzzah, little
Fire
hand!
singes and burns.
Huzzah, little hand!
You have Wallman standing in front, and his stone form unimpacted by the flame as it burns through the hall
It just looks really cool.
and leaves nothing. It tickles.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do I
Thank you,
still
Chaosic.
see the runes on the ground? Do they appear active? I mean, like would they reactivate?
No,
if we went back in?
no. Like it seems you
trap
feel
is
no
sprung.
sense of magic. Yes.
So I got a 10,000 from...
A 10,000?
What? A
It's
10,000?
Just 1 plus 1.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah. So it's another +1.
Oh, it's like that's a lot of bits.
By the way, everything given today will be used not only for today's stream, not only gifted to Evelyn, but will carry forward. So there'll be no loss of anything given by any viewer on our stream
Good to
today.
know. Scary, but good to know.
So you see again scribblings all over the walls, and you see the inscripted runes on the right side, which
Any
I've already read. to
further
you.
scribblings that make language,
Is me hand all right?
or just Thessalonian?
Your hand comes back to you.
Good little hand.
Yes. As you look, you see the same thing that was already showed to you by Evelyn in the last room. There are further scribblings. I'm sorry, Eirda. Tied amongst all the runes on the walls, all these strange scribblings. So you already have the first part. I'll read it to you again. If the magic bright is your desire, to the old rune forge you must retire. For the only there does the mage's art start, receiving its due and mage's art receiving its due and proper start. In this room, you see. On the eastern shores of a steaming mirror, at the end of day, when dusk is nearer, where 7 faces, silent, await, encircle guards, the Runelords' fate, Runeforge fate.
Can you read those last
I'll
two
read it
lines
again.
one more
Yeah.
time?
So on eastern shores of steaming mirror, the end of day when dusk is near, where 7 faces silent wait, encircle guards at Runeforge fate. And 313% of a level 5 I train. Insane. Thank you.
The lake
and Runelords.
north of Fort Rannick, now Fort Von Frost,
Fate.
is that lake well known for having mist or being steaming?
Faces silent. Wait.
So
The Storval Deep.
the Storefall Deep you're referring to here,
Markov, you got 5
oftentimes
plus 1s.
has a mist that arises from it. No geography knowledge check need be made. You know this quite well.
I speak aloud. The Storval Deep, the lake north of Fort Von Frost. That is the mirror for which it states. The eastern shores.
Where the red light was leading us.
Where
Yes.
Shalelu and your friends were
friend.
headed?
Yes, and they're talking about, was it encircling
Encircling
the
the gods like a council. In a trap.
We have to keep going.
Are we gonna be the one that saves the gods?
And the Runeforge's fate. Does that mean that the Runeforge's fate is tied to the Runelords? If we destroy the Runeforge, we destroy them?
I'm sorry. Did I say fate? I meant gate.
Gate.
Oh, very
So
good
my
to know.
fault. If I said that wrong, guard the Runeforge gate.
So
Oh.
the entrance to the Runeforge is at Storval Deep.
Do I have chalk?
Not here.
I don't know. Do you?
I don't know.
It's-
Can I have some chalk?
Eirda will reach in her pouch and get
All right.
I was prepared for that riddle.
Go. I have my mage hand. Scribble over the scribblings. I don't know why, but I just.
Okay.
Scribbling the scribbler.
5 pounds of pressure is fine. Yeah. You see, it smears all of that away, and then you hear a voice in your head.
Well then, it seems you're very close. Perhaps just come a bit closer.
Closer where?
That final door.
Are you right behind the door?
Is Kate saying these things out loud?
Yeah, Kate's
Yeah.
speaking out loud. Of course, yes.
Are you right behind the door?
Silent.
Kate, we are being told.
Oh, of course he's
He
not.
said he was behind the last.
All right, I write die scribbler on on his scribbles.
He dies.
Let us, if we may, let us hurry. The Lindy is still
Darn my
holding.
weakness. Okay. This,
Should we continue? He keeps bringing us one room further, one room further.
Yeah, I think he's leading us to a trap. Are you
of
leading
course
us to
he
a trap, scribbler?
I think the question answers itself.
If people keep entering this hole, they will keep disappearing. If we just tell them to not, bait him out of his own hole and leave. We go to Storval Deep.
I
We
can-
do what needs to be done at the Runeforge.
Oh, I write on the wall. Come to us, scribbler.
Do you think that is the end of the information we can gain here? We haven't seen any bodies. People have gone further.
That's an assumption.
Well, I mean, I would imagine if they had set off the trap in this room, that there would be something here.
Scribbler.
Yes, but we can't also assume that he didn't move the
Come here, scribbler. You come to where we are. I want to see you.
I don't think you're going to entice him, Cade.
You feel a tap on the back of your shoulder.
Oh! I smack it off.
There's nothing there when you smack. You just felt a tap.
There's
Is there something behind me?
Is her truth
Alcott!
thing isn't working?
My true thing should. He said I could still see.
Is it still true sight?
I need her to ask me.
Okay.
What she's asking.
Alcott! Do you see something? Look
No.
behind me.
Eirda, do you see anything behind Kate?
Do I
Something
see
tapped
anything
me.
behind Cade?
As you look, for the briefest moment, you see a figure that looks to be a 6-foot-tall male, white mask across his face, wild eyes, pulling away, and then vanishes.
Did you see something?
There's someone there, or was.
I taunted him out.
He's very tall.
He listened. See, you don't.
White mask. How was he doing that?
He passed through the wall?
No,
No,
just literally
he
just
just vanished.
He vanished.
Yes.
does the
Perhaps he is entering in and out of the ethereal plane. There is multiple spells that allow you access to this. Could be how he's speaking to us without us seeing him.
does the white mask
Maybe he's.
match up with any description that? Because you didn't say I knew a whole lot about the script.
No, that's a roll d20.
As a Sandpoint local, could I also
Yeah,
potentially
yeah.
try and
Please
find
go ahead.
Oh,
nat
nat
20.
20.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
15?
You remember, and you can remind Alcott, you are a Sandpoint native, but you remember the lore of the Scribbler was that he walked about with a sheet tied around his face as his victims succumbed to his carving upon their bodies.
He's trying to upset us. That's what Eirda described was a visage and avatar, perhaps the scribbler
Yes.
himself. We should not leave here. There is more information to gain, and we must know what happened to the people here. We can't leave a pit in town that could possibly be harboring somebody that has been a villain.
Yes.
This is your town to protect.
All
This
right.
Steal
God,
your
you know how to
courage.
pull people's strings.
Steal your courage.
Scribbler, was that you?
Despise being toyed with. It's happened enough.
Of course. Just a bit further, Kate. Just a bit further.
Kate,
Why don't you show yourself again? I take the little rag out of my pocket.
Go, little rag. Go, little
Little
rag.
rag.
Markov, you're good at toying with people. He can hear us.
yes, he can.
Just a thought.
Why would I want to toy with somebody that's so petty to hide in a hole in the ground? Surely he's nothing but a murderer, trying to spook us. Yet he has some knowledge. It's a shame
He's
he
more dangerous. You're not giving him enough credit.
Oh, please. I give this urchin enough credit as is, even by recognizing him.
He's gonna scribble upon my soul. I know it.
Oh, these type of threats. If he was, then he would already, wouldn't
He's
he?
disappearing. He's tapping me on the shoulder.
Magic tricks. Magician's tricks. This man is nothing
Do
to
not
us.
think you were giving these magics enough
He's a rat
credit.
in a warren.
What do you think, Alcon?
If we are on a timer, then we are wasting it, is what I think.
Let's keep going, I think.
But I
As
just give
you
a
finish
side
the
glance
last of your
as I
words,
say this.
You,
Yeah.
as the last of your, for the first time, you now hear the voice in your head.
Think you know so much. Where is your god now?
You can say whatever you like. Your god, if you had one, is nothing compared to Iomade. And your tricks will not shake my resolve. God or not, I will cast you down. And if not me, I'll point to Eirda whether or not he can see us. If you think you can best the lady of Fort Von Frost, then you are a madman.
Did I ever say otherwise?
All right. Sorry, one anachronism is allowed to the DM.
This is yours.
Wallman will go open the other door.
As Wallman walks forward, the one anachronism allowed to the DM. Say what you said again, please.
Oh, if you think you can best the lady of Fort Von Frost, then you are truly a madman.
Can I do this? I'm just having fun. I'm sorry. It's Evelyn's. I'm just gonna have fun.
Yes.
You live in a prankster's paradise.
I don't know if that's an anachronism.
What?
In terms of, like, that sentence could fit in this time.
Yeah.
But, yep, crossbow out. Go for it.
And he opens this door again. As
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
What am I scribbling? Oh, scribbling. Oh, yes, I have
you
this
see, there is a. I'm not even showing this to my viewer. Sorry, here, guys. There we go. You see, as the door opens, there is a long series of steps that go downward.
John, I can't help but seeing the little weird little hand sticking out on the right side over there. What's that?
Is that real? Or is that just part of the scenery?
Just wants to reach out and touch it.
Touch something.
As we go forward, we'll cast our gaze around. I'll recite the litany again because I feel like the time ran out for the last one.
Oh, no.
Because we gotta
go.
Gotta go. And none of my other spells work. So.
As you do so, again, anything arcane still works, anything divine. You, Eirda, you feel a sense of almost like having a limb cut off. You, above all, would understand this with your eyesight being gone. The shield speaks nothing, gives you that gift of vision, but does not speak. And he's actually been a chattering at times inane force.
It's too quiet right now.
Forward.
Caden Kalian has spoken not to you at all. Your rum remains watered and weak. Iomade, bereft of any cry from you.
Do I feel any connection to Abadar at all?
You do.
I do.
He was there after the shield left.
All right. I've noticed you all. Your magics don't seem to be working. We talked about the council. Abadar being in the middle of it potentially. He's not a good god. He is neutral. He is love. I think I still have access to him.
So is it just the good gods that have gone
It's
to
a working
council?
theory. A working theory. Let's move. Let's move.
Yes.
I will
keep
do
going.
some thinking on that as I can.
I'll look about as we go.
Yep.
Gotta keep taking the steps.
All right.
Oh, yo.
And
Scribbler Scout.
the moment I see a large series of steps, I will
Yes.
stop the next person and just say, "We had steps once that turned into a ramp into a pit. Allow Wellman to go first.
Do you want him to fall into the pit or do you want me little hand?
He's rather large. I will tell him to prepare himself to grab ledges if he must.
I have a little hand.
You want to press every step going down.
You can't.
Almond moves forward.
How long would that take for Cade to mage hand every step on the way down?
No, that's fine. Again, that's 5 pounds, right? So
Yeah.
Then
not everything will be responsive to 5 pounds, but yeah. So like Cade, his mage hand moves ahead. Nothing happens.
Okay.
Wallman
We will all stay at the
follows
top of the
behind.
stairs.
Okay. As you move down the stairs, you see more inscriptions of the Thessalonians on the right and more scribblings upon the left. Which do you wish to read first?
God, I'm running out of space here, man.
Start a new page.
Give me the
Thessalonian
Thessalonian.
first.
One line. A prayer to the goddess Lamashtu.
Oh, that's all it says. Well, we found the end of our verse.
I take me little hand. Is he done?
Yeah.
And I take that rag that he had and I wipe off all of the scribblers.
Before they can read them?
Oh, no,
Wait, no, dude.
No.
All right,
After.
Role play this, all right? So you see Cade walking over to the scribblings.
Wait, you don't walk over to it. You said you have your hand do it? I cast Mage Hand and grab his Mage Hand midair.
Oh! Golly, 40 years I've never had a mage hand grab a mage hand. I love that. Yeah, so,
This feels like a callback to the arm wrestling contest, like episode 20.
oh yes, it is.
Can
exactly.
I try and overpower his Mage Hand?
They're both.
equal.
Well, actually, no. Clearly,
No
your mage
contest,
hand
right?
is more powerful. Yes. Boom. You see another mage hand stop your mage hand.
Wait.
Oops.
We need to read all.
Alcott, the moment he sees that it says a prayer to Lamashtu,
Yes.
will go back to the start of his notes and begin slightly reading it, and then just all of a sudden stop himself. Yes, probably shouldn't say all of that.
No.
Trying not to think it. Let me read the other one.
Okay, and then turn to the scribblings then.
As you turn to the scribblings, you see the most intricate. It looks like there are astronomical signs that are drawn in between them. Stars, elements of the movements of the planets in the Omniverse, and even the continents of Galarian. You see a word that makes no sense to you. by itself, isolated. And I'll give you the rest of the prose beneath. Eirde, A-I-R-D-H-E, sits beneath, almost quizzically alone. And then beneath that, the typical prose or scribbling you've seen, each stone grace of the 7 lords, one part to each ruler, hordes. If offered spells in proper prayer, take 7 keys and climb the stair. On frozen...
Oh gosh, there's so much. Give me
it's
offer spells and prayer, then climb the stairs.
Take the 7 keys and climb the stair.
Okay.
On frozen mountain Zin awaits. And you recognize that. That trigger. You remember that?
Yeah. Look at all this lore we're getting.
So much lore.
So much lore. A regal voice behind yawning gates. Oh, you're missing.
A regal voice behind yawning gates.
Of course, our resident lore keeper. Keys turn twice. The Sahedron.
Keys turn twice to Sahedron.
Occult rune forge waits within.
Occult or a cult?
Occult. O-C-C-U-L-T. Occult. Rune forge awaits within. And then at the bottom, tilted different than the rest.
Okay.
Almost indiscernible, except you've seen so much of this now, and you hear a voice in your head.
Look, it matters not. Look and see what I have wrought.
And that's what the words are?
Nope. No, that's the voice you hear in your head.
Would have been cool if you read it to me.
And now you've come and joined the forge. Upon rare lore, your mind may gorge.
Join the forge.
And when you slough the mortal way, in Runeforge long you shall stay.
Slough is such a gross word. Last line one more time.
And when I close my thing, and when in rune lore, and when you slough the mortal way, in Runeforge long you shall stay.
In Runeforge long you shall stay.
May I?
So, 7 keys. Turn them twice. Cast spells. Cast prayers. Climb stairs and lock yourself in the Runeforge forever. A sacrifice to be made.
Sounds like it.
Are we at the Runeforge?
No, I do not believe it.
It's the mountain peak, right?
Unless the entrance to this is not entirely the entrance.
I believe that the Scribbler has somehow come across how the Runelords themselves may have survived the eons.
7 Runelords, 7 keys.
And a theory, the Brothers 7 could be trying to reenact this to somehow become vessels
For the
Runelords, to intertwine their souls to gain greater power.
I don't doubt that.
And 7 faces, silent wait, encircle gods, and rune gate.
As in the
Statues?
gate to the forge. Statues?
7, yes.
7 statues.
7 statues silent. They encircle the gods and the rune gate. The gods being perhaps the Runelords, and the rune gate itself. Each 7 stones. No, I don't believe this is saying
In my
that they...
studying of the Runelords, would I know that did they ever consider themselves gods?
So the Thessalonian Empire was magnificent and powerful in all manners, and they had structures all across Golarion, which were both normal and in nature, like a lighthouse, which you guys explored, or but you know the Runelords themselves, the 7 sins which they embraced, felt themselves gods.
Perhaps you're right.
So no, I don't believe our gods are trapped there. I believe whatever this council is, they are Tion and Shalelu. They went to go and try and stop whatever it is, and they might have already done this ritual. Whatever this madman says or found, he may not even know what he has done.
Perhaps the gods are trying to find the correct manner to go about stopping this from occurring.
Perhaps.
That does not mean we should lessen our step.
We need to.
But the means.
Can I wipe off this?
You can wipe off the scribbles.
I take it with that rag, and I wipe off. How do you take that, scribbler?
A voice in your head.
It matters not. The truth is still there. Just take another step down the stair.
Oh, you think you're a poet, huh? I scribble some, I wipe some more off. Take that. I don't want your nasty words.
Kate, have you ever heard of play stupid games, win stupid prizes?
Have not.
I'm just saying, I feel like you're winning a lot of prizes right now.
Ooh.
We don't have time for it.
Oh, you don't have time for it.
Between the two of you
My
guys.
little hand.
Alcott just steps between the two of you and stops.
A mage hand passes through your hand and gives the 5-pound slap
Yeah.
to Markov.
I just let it.
Please.
Are we quite done with proving to a madman that we really taught him a lesson?
I'm trying to bring him out.
His mind might be too far gone to take normal hints.
Well, I tried.
You did.
You, Eirda, here.
My mom gone. My mom gone. Is it gone? Where's it gone? It's gone somewhere. Oh, it's gone hither. It's gone there. It's gone upon the moon. It's gone upon the moon. It's gone upon the earth. It's gone upon Golarion. It's gone nowhere. Nowhere. Oh, except right here.
You're a good villain.
Down a rabbit hole.
The late unpleasantness could have been the precedent that had led to the ritual that they may be trying to do if they haven't already done it.
Yes.
I believe that there are secrets that they could learn. Where do you think that this madman learned it?
Yes, we need to move forward. Moment.
Alright. Let's press onward.
Is that a statue at the end of the hall, or is that...
There's a statue which looks like it opens up into a cavern, a vast cavern. And it looks like you can see right here at the edge of the wall, there are more scribblings on this column.
Detect
No
magic.
more of the detect magic. You feel powerful magics behind the door, but nothing on the wall.
Oh, wait.
Is it is it your favorite spell?
I have lots of favorites.
Is it the one
You're worried
that
about
will-
forbiddance?
Forbidden. Is it forbidden?
So no need for you to ask. You realize as you look, and this is not of my doing. This is part of.
Of course.
There is a ward against teleportation out of this place.
But is it forbidden in that if we cross that threshold, our minds will be assailed with damage?
You're uncertain. Again, these are Thessalonian spells, and you're gaining more and more familiarity. So like you are learning to recognize them. You know that teleportation is blocked here. You're uncertain if it includes the damaging ward that can happen.
Okay.
Experience before.
I am going to attempt something that could potentially aid us.
Alright.
Well, that sounds like a good plan.
Yes, except it might backfire.
Oh,
Well, that does
That
not
sounds like-
sound like a
that
good
sounds
plan.
less good.
And so I want to make you did see there were again some more words on the wall to the left that were part of the scribbling.
I just wanted to make sure that those words, for now, weren't an explosive rune to blow my face
Right.
off.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
Eh,
How did you know?
That's my favorite.
That's my favorite thing to do.
I will walk up and read them slightly.
No danger in them.
Slightly.
Only slightly.
A slight reading.
Just a slight reading.
And now, you've come to join the Forge. Upon the rare lore, your mind can gorge.
Oh, yeah.
Repeated again, and when the rune will slough, the mortal way in the rune forge you shall stay. A second time on these walls.
We may be at the Rune Forge.
Which means what, pray tell? Oh, that was not a good chuckle.
No.
That means that if we were to solve whatever mystery riddle is going on here, one of us has to stay.
Me!
You want to do that, kid?
Do
You're
what?
sacrificing
Stay?
yourself?
Oh, if that means sacrificing myself, no. What do you mean stay? Stay where? What do you mean?
In the Rune Forge.
There is a payment.
I'll put my little hand. I'll give it up.
No, we...
What?
Give me a moment.
Wait, one of us has. Why does one have to stay?
You can see an amber.
What does that mean?
An amber glow through the door. It looks actually to you and Markov much like this realm you visited when you went through the book.
As in, the doorway is not a doorway.
You can see bits of boiling lava.
It's a gate.
And
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What does it mean somebody has to stay? You mean somebody has to sacrifice themselves? We have to sacrifice them? Somebody wants payment? We kill those that want the payment.
The amber
Right?
glow, right? Similar to the abyss.
yeah.
Yeah. The abyss takes when you enter it.
Oh,
Alcott
then let's leave!
had to make a choice of who to leave a payment.
Wait,
His father.
let's leave! What are we doing?
Saving the world.
Kate has lost his accent, but gained his voice.
We are saving the world, Kate.
There is knowledge down there.
Knowledge for whom?
Markov, I think there's farther than knowledge.
The glow of the flames flicker up towards you.
Is going on?
We must enter. But not all of us will leave.
This sounds like a terrible idea.
We have to save the world.
Why?
Because that's what we do, Cade.
Every day.
Every day I'm hustling.
No matter the
Kate.
cost.
I already did that one.
Kate, if it makes you feel any better, we would likely not take you from your ship and the people that need you.
Well, praise be. Who then?
That is a good question.
But why? I just have to know why.
That's what the riddle says. We will figure out why when we're in there.
I don't want to go.
Why?
That's the question
No,
I'm asking.
why do you not want to go?
Because I don't have rum.
What would
I don't need to roll sense motive. You're scared.
Rum gives me courage, and right now I'm a lacking.
Rum gives you courage?
Me God gives me courage, he ain't speaking to me. No, I don't got a lot of courage, I'll tell you that.
Says the person who defeated a kraken.
I have rum.
Says the person who overthrew a mutiny on his own ship. Says the hero of Sandpoint.
Feller of liches.
Boy, you're making me sound better than I thought.
You're pretty great.
Don't leave me here!
Do you, Kate, do you seek the idolation of those around you? Because you lack it yourself?
Wow, it just turned into therapy.
Wow, this is awesome. Hey, you can submit all of your payments for this therapy online.
My rates are very high.
Exactly.
Well, that's all the time we've got.
Because if that does seem to be the case, I can let you know. We see your bravery. It does not need to be said.
Ready or not, here we come!
That's better.
That's the key to highlight.
Killing a scribbler will be some fun.
Ooh.
Just so
All
the
right.
two of you know, the last time Mark and I
Courage.
entered this place, this is the abyss. Worse than hell itself. The domain of Lamashtu. This will not be easy.
No,
We will face it together.
as we always do.
I am sad I can't teleport around. Last time I tried, it hurt very badly.
Looks like we gotta do this the old-fashioned way.
The old-fashioned way, yes.
I'll make the sign of the broadsword. It goes a little lower.
Yeah.
It's a long sword. Yeah, and I don't see a reason to wait. The path lays clear to us.
Yes. We go.
Yes! Yes, we go!
Point my finger forward and Walmond will step through the gate.
And for the last time tonight, of course, the sound of Walmond walking forward in all his stone glory.
Good. So good.
As Walmond steps forward, all of you feel something you've never felt before. There is a Alcott, you remember as a child the concern that would happen in the deepest part of winter when freeze would fall upon the grapes and all would cover. And you knew that freeze brought a chill and a winter air. You feel that now. As you look forward and Wallman walks in, you feel a sense of foreboding that all of you are touched by. And suddenly, there is complete silence and darkness. Not complete darkness, a dimness, as though you sit upon the wings of twilight. I'm just killing the audio, nothing to look there. All theater of mind here, sorry.
You hear there's nothing to hear.
And you hear a voice. Alcott.
Tyron?
No. And you know immediately the voice of Abadar in your mind.
Abadar.
I am afraid the council has spoken. You hear a voice. Markov, you have been a faithful servant. It has been judged the balance was undone. You hear a voice in your head. Aye, Cade. It appears that, well, we went a bit too far, all of us. And, well, there's, well, think of liquor. Well, when your liquor's a bit unbalanced, it's not good. That's what's happened to us. And,
Gods can do that?
well, we must. It's part of the way the balance works. Well, you'll see.
See what? Caden?
He goes silent. And all of you, as you look in, you can see this, and I'll pull it up here for you. See this cavern that sits behind. And as you stand there,
Well, this is not good.
let me figure out which of these cameras is this one's the one working. As you stand here, this is Eirda. And let me turn my, because I left it on for like 12 hours last time because I thought we were going to do it last time. Yeah, exactly. And you see there is a man standing atop a pillar in the back, and he looks like this. He stands with a mask across his face, wild eyes, gripping a blade, surrounded by this, and a huge creature, 14 feet high in the air, tendrils atop it with eyes that move about, standing next to him. But all of this freezes in your sight. Oops, sorry, I'm not showing this to the... Sorry, fans, there you go. This is the man that stands atop.
So, Marco.
We're not there yet.
Oh.
No, go ahead. I'll let you guys role play a bit here.
We're not in there yet?
No, you are. You're standing there, but there's something happening, which is, yeah.
Did our gods make a mistake?
I think we may have made a mistake.
Well, according to Caden, he said they went a little too far.
We'll see.
Ah, that's what he said too.
Is Eirda
What
there?
does that mean?
Yeah.
We'll see.
I'm getting to Eirda in a moment.
Mortals make plans, and the gods laugh.
Well, they're laughing pretty hard right now.
I'm waiting.
The moment I see the horrible beast in front of me, Alcott will just grip Eirda's hand very hard.
As you grip her hand, she has her other hand on the shield, giving her sight. I'm going to assume she probably had blade in hand, so you're kind of gripping. If not,
fine.
that's fine. You guys decide.
Well, she didn't have her axe out yet, so she had that one hand free. and
One
then-
hand free. You grip her hand, and you feel her hand is trembling. As you look over, you see her head tilting up, as though she looks at something above. You, Eirda, as you look up, you see the dawn ray.
Hello, Saturn Ray.
You see her.
I understand.
Benevolent and powerful visage. This scribbler, this squabbling creature vanishes from your eyes, and you see Saren Ray. She stands before you. No one else can see her.
Sorry. It was Abadar. It moved too far.
I know.
There is a justice. This must be done.
I understand.
The gods have held counsel. It is not your fault, child. It is no one's fault. It is simply what is.
You hear in your head, when you brought me, I had no idea the balance had been disrupted. Lamashtu, Mordecai, others have spoken. The council has been made. Iomade even the rogue Caden Kalian. All have aided, and the council has spoken. The balance is undone, and should I not adjudicate as I must, all will be lost. See, you're not hearing this. You're hearing in your head. You have already heard Caden, and you've already heard Iomade. You hear again Sarenrae. But there is a choice here.
Of course.
I have lost my avatar. A sacrifice in this unnecessary choice. For there is more at stake here than mortal. This spans the plains, and should the Thessalonian Runelords return, all would be lost. So I gave my avatar to the darkness so that I might ask you, who have been the principal source of unbalance in your power, to become my avatar. And if you will rise with me, your compatriots may move forward, though they are most likely going to die without your power. But there is a certainty of judgment absent your willingness. I cannot compel you. This is not my way. But if you will come with me, daughter, you will see again. You will live again, and you will still, perhaps one day, fight evil. Or, if you choose to follow in beyond with your friends, you may. I cannot compel you.
And Eirda will say this internally. She's not going to say it out loud, but she knows that Sarenrae will hear her voice. Do I have time to say goodbye?
You hear, of course, child, of course.
Then I've made my choice. I will go with you. Kate, you have been my longest friend.
What is this, Eirda?
And I am so glad to have fought by your side. Keep telling your stories. They bring so much joy to the world. Sing your songs. Love fiercely. We'll save everyone.
Why are you saying these things, Eirda?
I believe in you, even when you don't believe in yourself.
Huzzah, Eirda.
And Eirda will step forward and give Kate a big hug.
Do you have anything you can give me?
Oh, the most Kate moment of all Kate moments.
Kate. Here, and she'll hand you her flute.
And I give you my necklace.
Play the song. For me.
Right now.
No, just going forward.
I will. Thank you, Eirda.
Markov. I have not known you as long, but you have been both at times frustrating, but you are a good man, even if you don't believe it yourself.
Thank you.
Keep them safe. Help them make the right choices.
I take this as I understand you make the right choice. I promise to keep the boy safe.
Thank you.
I will make it my life's goal.
Eirda, I will not stand here and act as if the gods have not made a grave mistake.
I have to make a choice, and I've made it. For the sake of the world, for everything. It is what I vowed to do from the beginning. I know that you have had so much loss recently. And saying goodbye to you is the hardest thing I could possibly do. I love you, Alcatavro. So much.
And I love you, Eirda, Leandra. And I will not say goodbye. Remember, I'm a very powerful visitor.
You are. You're so powerful.
Serenray can't take you that far.
I will be watching when I can.
You will get the job done.
I know I believe in you more than anybody in the whole world.
I will see you again.
Someday, I know. Be brave. Don't be too sad.
I don't think I can be more sad. I don't know what to say.
It is a strange thing. I am not someone who is often at loss for words.
No, you're not. Neither am I. And he'll just pull her into a kiss.
You both see this, and as he draws her in, Wallman stands impassively by. There is no movement in the room beyond, as though, again, you stand on the edge of the plane but have not passed through. The scribbler, this strange orb with all the eyes, beholder, you would clearly know, but it's somehow more deeply nefarious. They stand unaware as Alcott draws Eirda toward him.
And he will hold that kiss for as long as either Eirda will allow it or Serenray will.
You feel Serenray's presence beside you, Eirda, but she is not pulling you away. She has promised you the time that you need.
And after a long while, I think I must go. Live a long time. No dying.
You keep saying that.
It's because I mean it. Be safe.
I know you will be. I will protect them. You know I've done a good job at that so far.
Amazing.
I will see you again.
She'll give one last squeeze of his hand. I'm ready.
Child, take your place by my side. Perhaps someday you will see them again.
I hope so. But for now.
You see Eirda, suddenly her wings go still. They fall by her side. Her shield drops from her hand. You see the bandages fall away from her face. and she is pulled upward toward the ceiling, translated, a sudden burst of light, and Eirda is gone.
And the final thing that they see as she goes out of view is the 4 dancing lights for each of the gods.
I'm going to let each of you tell me what you see as we have this final roleplay moment with Eirda present. What does Markov see as this all happens, or what is he thinking, or what does he say?
He, this process that feels like forever. She's pulled up. I imagine that the vaulted ceiling of this cavern kind of just mysteriously just kind of ends, and it's just light, and the heavens above us, kind of, in a very,
like a veil pulled back.
Yes,
see,
exactly. Yeah. He follows it for a moment, and then he turns his head straight through that amber, and looks directly in to see the scribbler and the beholder, the magma bubbling, and with his keen eyes, he's able to see the scribbler even underneath the mask. The mask pulled taut through with a smile as he sees what's going on. The beholder, uncaring,
eyes
looking
pivoting,
around.
Yes.
And Markov will pull his hat down a little bit and bolt his crossbow and just stare back.
You see Markov looking through. Let's go to you, Cade. What do you see, feel, think? It could be as Cade light as you want. Like, I know this is very heavy. You could be like swishing your rum around to make sure, like, whatever you want.
Well, my thoughts are, did the gods make a mistake? Can we trust them? And so I begin questioning. And I do take a swig of my rum.
As you see Eirda ascending, her wings, though down by her side, appear to be limned in glorious golden light. And for the first time, you see a visage you've not seen before. You see the image of Sarenrae. All of you have this emblazoned upon your mind. And this same color, this same beauty adorns Eirda as she moves up. And as you pull upon your rum, you feel the touch of Caden upon it again, and all the power and beauty of that rum has returned.
Okay, maybe they can't be trusted. Just checking. And as she goes up, then I play a goodbye song on the flute she gave me.
Okay, very nice. Cade, being musical by nature, but not necessarily expert with the flute, does push out a few notes, which are passively pleasant. Hey, Hager, good to see you as well. Sorry, anyone I've missed. I'm just like, so hey, Weaponized Ice. Sorry, everyone. I'm obviously enjoying the roleplay.
I play the flute, which is why
You look up, you see the same thing. You see where once the roof of this Thessalonian catacomb existed, now there is simply this image of glory with this winged goddess that awaits, her hand outstretched, just bringing Eirda into her benevolent care. What does Alcott think, see, feel, say?
Alcott will look up as his hand goes up the whole time until it's forced to let go. And as he does, you actually see that Eirda would feel in her hand the Devereaux signet ring is left in your hand. And as he looks up, can't stop staring at Eirda's eyes, Sarenrae's in the back, but I imagine that partway through that, her eyes come back, and those beautiful sapphires shine bright off of the light in the room.
More than that, as your hand is pulled away, you see her gaze is cast down, and the eyes are not just the sapphire that you saw before. They are glowing. There's a brilliance divine, and she looks right at you as she's ascending.
That's it.
And then she is gone.
Keeping my eyes trained. Alcott, hand me the shield. We have something to fight for.
Yes. And I'll mage hand it over to you.
It's heavier than 5 pounds, PS.
It is. But for roleplay purposes, we'll allow this.
It's probably too heavy for Alcott. I'll hand it over to you.
As the shield touches your hand, you hear a voice in your head. What manner of ridiculousness is this? I had a veritable goddess, a worshipper of Serenray, one of Azamar power. Well, now granted, you are a man, which I always preferred, but to have...
He's so old-fashioned.
Yes,
a couple thousand years old.
Yeah, several thousand. But, well, perhaps this is for the best.
Do you wish to fight evil?
Fight evil? I wish to squelch evil and drink its blood. I wish to squash its head and step upon it.
Then I'll bring you to it, and I'll step forward.
Alcott will twirl his staff and stamp it into the ground. Do a cool hero pose, Cade.
I take me rapier out and hold it into the sky.
And with that, we conclude episode 88 of Runelords. And bravo, super tough, but well played. And thank you to all the mad chatters. We had 2 level 5 hype trains. I'm gonna have to delve deeply into the till to figure out how much money
Can you take a selfie with all?
Oh yeah, we have to have that.
I tried to get Avonlea to come down here, but she did not.
You're gonna have to scoot in.
Okay.
It's
Whoopsie.
okay. It's a close ball. It's just chaos, you know.
On 3, 1, 2, 3. One more.
On-stream
Everyone
selfie.
close. One more.
Evelyn.
You've got Evelyn out of it.
Okay.
Sweet.
All right. Again, thank you to all the mad chatters. I hope you guys. Hey, Tropical Thunder, thank you so much. All the new followers. Thank you, Jerry. I hope you enjoyed that. I don't know. To me.
America.
Oh, thank you, Renreb again.
Actually, honestly,
Renreb,
Eirda
another
is kind of Captain
1,000.
America,
Thank you again. Everything given today will go straight to Evelyn as she moves to Michigan. It's hard for me to even say. But, as a DM, you have sessions you walk away feeling like, okay. And then you have some feeling like...
That was a very good character. Not end, I would say.
Yeah,
she's not dead.
I feel like the way that was played by all of you, I just feel like the story is working well, and I will pillow my head tonight as a satisfied DM. I think that was a super fun session. Thank you, everyone. Of course, Evelyn, moving to Michigan, Enoch, but we'll still be, hey, thank you,
I'll be on
Chuck.
Tuesday nights.
Aired will be featured soon. Now, we're not done with the Runelords yet, so that's going to be a few more weeks. We still have a story to tell here. We still have some villainous fiends to fell, or final stories to end with all of you. Interesting again, Alcott, not my intent, but it just worked out that way. Alcott remains an interesting sort of villain. It was even his bringing Abadar in as a god, which tilted the balance in the scale. So that was. Well, I mean, he didn't do this, but you already had Iomade.
Moved.
You have Serenray. You had. No, there were many, but
I
it was
don't
just
understand how the
Story-wise,
gods,
so the god. So Abadar is the lawful neutral
He
judge
is
of
the
the
arbiter.
gods.
Yes.
Yeah, he's the and actually I referenced this unknowingly, probably 5-6 sessions ago, that there was a balance that had to be maintained. The Thessalonians also have access to the gods, and what's happening here with this party, you have become an increasingly deific party. Of course, Saren Ray as the original,
now one is
Caden Kalian, Iomade, of course, with you, and then Abadar with the newest. And there was so much influence that was happening where you guys were getting boons and blessings and power from these good gods, and it disbalanced the deific nature of the gods
boons and
required exactly. So there was like a counterbalance necessary, and the counterbalance was to pull. And it worked out because
I love because like the wording of what Abadar said to Alcott is, he said, all will be lost if the balance is not kept. And yet Alcott's mind instantly goes to, you fool, the balance, all will be lost if we don't do this. And we need her to do it. And I love that mental, I didn't get the chance to have that because, you know, but that's obviously what he is thinking.
Yeah, okay. I am wrung out, exhausted, and tired. We're gonna we'll do a giveaway today.
We all get MVP.
No, we all know who gets MVP.
Votes for Eirda. Votes for Eirda. The rum tasted like garbage most of the stream, so no one gets any.
Wow, yeah. But when Eirda accepted the role, Cade's rum came back. Again, thank you to all the mad chatters.
I have brought Cade Heavenly Rum multiple times.
You really have. You really
responsible for the material component, and
yes.
now.
Shocking that you vote Eirda. All right, so as we get ready to wrap up, we do have one question for you. If you're watching today and you haven't followed, I can't imagine.
At this point.
Yeah,
why wouldn't you?
And trust me, there's more great role play to come. But if you're a follower who has not subbed, or if you're a sub, I already got him. He was out of the room.
Yeah.
He was out of the. I got you already. He was out of the room when I got you.
We could give away a mug and have all of us sign it with.
So I wanted to ask you what we should do, but anyway, so if not,
that's what I say.
A sub whose sub has expired. We have one question for you. What are you doing? Come on, you're not going to get role play like this. Maybe you will, but I don't think so. Anywhere else,
you won't.
This is just an incredible, and we will keep this role play going. Again, Evelyn will be part of our Tuesday and Wednesday streams, and just wait. Sundays are going to finish up quite well. I don't know how they'll finish. I don't pre-script these things as a DM, but there's fun coming on Sundays. And then we have Troll Lord games, the World of Eirda being featured here early this summer as we round this up.
In our world now too. Mentions of multiplanar travel.
Very nice. Love it. And of course,
Eirda. That's the name of the world.
So that's a Troll Lord. Yeah, you can find it in the chat. So what are you doing? You should be part of Blue Box if you're not. I have no sympathy for all of you. Good to see Good to see hey all of you that have joined in with us today. Yes, I'm stalling. I don't want to end this stream. It's tough.
Don't just put one name in the MVP poll.
Yeah, put one name in. That's fine. Yes, I love that. So vote for your stream MVP. Thank you, Dixie Doodlebug. Now, so just a mug, or is there something better we could all sign or do or give away? Is there something more Eirda?
If you did a mug, it might wash off in the dishwasher because Shaggy doesn't stay on.
So what would be an Eirda thing we could do?
You don't have a holy weapon around.
No, I don't know.
The genuine look of, I might.
Maybe.
You don't have like a jar of holy water sitting upstairs.
You can't have my shirt, guys. I'm not giving up the shirt.
What about the tavern mug over there? Surely somebody wouldn't put that wooden tavern mug.
Don't call me Shirley.
What is something Eirda has on her that we might have in this room?
A shield. Do I have a shield? A tweep. Golly, I don't have that. Wait. I have the thing.
The thing?
I have the thing.
And stuff?
Can I find the thing? It is. I believe it's in this
magic cone. The main eye.
I'm probably going to disconnect the camera here.
Close the time.
I am pretty sure I have this.
Yep.
That's the one benefit.
So if I try,
I can't.
What if we tried to
And John has explicitly said that this is not a regular beholder.
Yeah.
No, but we could try to. No, it's probably some Thessalonian beholder or something. But
Well, crud.
we could try and time it.
What about, well, a piece of
The Paladin
Frost
Handbook.
might
Who
be-
did I give?
but
I have a
we could
Paladin
try to
Handbook.
time
Have I given that to someone or?
Not that I know of. Is it?
Okay.
timing?
Let me find it. I'll
shooting
find
a
it.
bolt
Hang on.
at it. Strike.
Don't leave us, please.
We're here.
Winston close nigh or something.
He's trying to
with
find the giveaway.
the spell itself.
Giveaway.
The best giveaway.
But
If I can't, I'll do
Even
something
that,
different.
maybe we could get Kay to distract it or something.
Oh, certainly.
I don't think the scribbler is really the scary
I have a
thing.
shopping
here.
bag. I could put
No, but I'm
box
certain that-
on and we could all sign it.
Having
Okay,
3 people
all right.
is going to be tough.
Eirda's classic shopping bag.
All right. So I have.
Components felt.
Spell code. Bag of beholding.
I'll have to find it.
Beholding?
If you
Beholding.
Bag of holding.
Bag of
I'm gonna make a magic item called the bag of beholding.
Thank you. Are we? The Mad Chatters are crushing it. Thank you so much,
Yes.
Chuck. Again, we can't wait to do the aired stuff. My glitter shirt. No, apparently I'm being forced to wear that again.
Gotta wear
Thank you,
it
Side of
at
our
BlueBox
game. Thank you. All right, so I have a Paladin guide handbook. It's not the 2E Paladin's handbook. It's like a third-party guide. It's one of my favorites. I have it here somewhere. I will find it. I will have it signed by this entire party. So I'm gonna have to look for it right after the stream. Of course, Eirda's name will be top, and then we'll all have our signatures slightly beneath that, and that will be the giveaway.
Huzzah.
Wear the glitter shirt for karaoke at BlueBoxCon, isn't it?
There's not a choice. There's not a choice.
That's what Chuck said.
That will happen. I'm pretty sure. All right,
That's
so.
like the perfect time to wear it, honestly.
there is
It really is. It really is. All right, so let me pull up the Nightbot here.
And I have the poll ready, so.
All right, thank you. Kick off the poll. Go.
Okay.
Tell us why Eirda should be stream MVP.
Eirda should be stream MVP because she's Eirda, that's why.
And then just don't say anything else.
No, yeah, just lots of RP today. Just all RP.
Great RP. Yeah.
So, yeah.
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 All right, so now Thomas, can you tell me why Eirda
should be stream MVP?
Yep.
God, because she's just the best. I'm gonna miss Eirda so much as a character, and Evelyn at the table. We have way too much fun. I'm
Yeah.
not trying to make you cry again, but
No,
like
it's
you don't
fine. I'm
you don't
good.
very often have D&D games where over half of the party is actively crying all at the same time. Yeah. Oh my gosh, so fun to roleplay with. Incredible to bounce
Just
off
because she kissed you. That's the only reason.
I kissed her
First, it's true.
It's true. That is
3 of the 4 times.
Yes.
You only
Yeah.
get 4, I've heard.
Yeah. Only 4.
All right.
At least
Lots
that's
and
for
lots and lots
Alcott.
and lots of reasons why.
Chandler, why should Eirda be stream MVP?
I mean, she's been the Captain America to this Avengers squadron pretty much for quite a while.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, just the indebtedness to making sure that she always plays her character right, and you know, Eirda has a definite sense of presence in the room, and today especially, being able to do the heartfelt goodbyes and
Yeah.
heeding the call of the god that you've, I mean, throughout 70, 80 sessions,
88.
88 that you've served. I mean, that's the way that a paladin should go out. I mean, what else can you ask for other than an epic death?
Which, thank goodness she didn't get that.
Yeah.
Or epic eternal life. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool. So I mean, very clearly.
All right, so it's exclamation point Paladin in the chat for the giveaway. It'll be,
Oh,
sorry.
no.
Did he?
My dog cast gaseous cloud.
Also-
Woo! Yes, he did. Sorry. It withers the hair of my nose. That's old from Samurai. So anyway, it will be exclamation point Paladin in the chat, and we will be doing that in just a moment. But Cade, why should Eirda be stream MVP tonight?
Huzzah! Eirda should be stream MVP because she's Eirda. That's why. She has always played her character the right way, always has great role play, and really keeps track of her character better than myself.
She yells really loudly.
I do.
She does. She, you know, recently has been very kind to me, but I think she's one of the first people that came in after our family, like so she's been
Yeah.
with us for a long time and really helped the stream. But today, because she's Eirda, that's why.
Because she's Eirda.
That's all you
why.
need.
Yar.
All right, so we're gonna roll 4 times on the Nightbot ! Paladin, and I'm not sure. Like Thomas, you got marked. Chuck got marked off. Redbeard got marked off, so I'm including all of them. Tim, so all right, you're all in. Now here's what's gonna happen. Everybody is 1 die.
Oh.
Except whoever Eirda gets, which is 3 dice.
What?
Okay.
Okay, got it.
All right, so you'll need 3
So-
d20s. All right, let's start with you, Cade.
Feels unfair.
Cade, you have Pat 66.
Sorry,
I'm
Pat.
now the avatar of a god.
You're the lucky one who only
You
gets
are an
1 die.
avatar of a god now, a goddess now. Yes, you are. All right, so Pat, you're still not in bad hands. Cade's got some pretty good rolls. Go ahead, roll for him.
I rolled a 7.
A 7.
I'm afraid that's not going to do it, Pat.
It's winnable.
You lost.
It's winnable, but
In
tough.
theory, she could roll all ones.
I could.
All right,
roll.
Markov.
Quite the way to go out.
Well, but yeah, it's allowed.
It's allowed.
You've got Thomas.
To be
you,
fair,
you affirmatively
You might want to
checked
check your
him
Nightbot
on.
because I did not put Paladin
He
in the
checked
chat
it
at all.
He affirmatively
but I saw your name pop up without the check, so I thought you had.
No.
Anytime you chat, it'll pop.
All right,
the
then you're
name
out.
up
All right, so
and-
next,
but it won't.
Skip me.
Chaosic. All right, so you're rolling for Chaosic.
I don't need a signed
gave
copy
me
with my own name on it.
some points too. All right, we got this.
A
Nice.
4.
Yeah.
I'm still winning.
Was that
Pat.
a 4?
Yeah. so-
Pat, we're still
Pat's
in the lead.
Pat's still in the lead. Okay.
Imagine
There's hope.
for me and
All right, you,
got it.
Alcott, are rolling for Terry. You got Terry.
It's a 9.
A 9.
Wow, something wants this to occur.
So the unlikelihood that she rolls.
So who is the winner? Let's see who the winner
The
is.
last one. Here we go.
Okay.
Drum roll, please.
Rolling 20s here.
Oh, Turbo K. Wait. Turbo KKB. That's new.
Are
you
you
on?
here? Are
You
you
must be
present?
present to win. If you are
Say
present
hi.
to win, you win.
Hello. Say hello to us.
Hello.
You must say hello.
That
They
would have been my
are
idea
not
if I had to
a
voice
turbo.
Wait, just wait.
too
Turbo
thick for us.
KKV.
Well, they are a subscriber.
They're not showing. They're showing unknown. There we go. All right, Turbo KKV. Never have won before.
You're about to
Steve,
win.
you're not here.
You're
Does that
about to
count?
win.
All right, here we go.
3D20s,
Eirda,
let's go.
can you roll better than 9?
Yes.
Yes, a lot.
All of them are better than mine.
Of course, that's Eirda.
14,
All right, so Turbo KKV, message me in my Discord. We'll get that signed copy out to you ASAP. I'm gonna have to hunt it down here and find it so she can sign it before she leaves. Evelyn will be with us again for
Yes,
BlueBoxCon.
will be.
Please, all of you, keep joining us, keep following. We love the support that we get, and thank you to all of you that gave so much today. Evelyn, I know, is grateful for that. And
Yes, thank
Evelyn,
you so much.
I'm going to let you have the final word. And it's not your final word to Blue Box, obviously, but it's your final word to this in-person Sunday crew as you're moving, and I want you to have that.
I'm
So
gonna miss
mean.
you guys so much.
Well, we're gonna miss you too.
And yes, thank you all for. I mean, this campaign has been such a big part of my life. It was the first thing I got into on Blue Box, and I remember when it started in 2019 and coming in like I think 8 sessions into the with Seraphim, the two of us
Right.
came in together.
Oh, that's right.
And so it's, I mean, to be in something for almost 3 years is such a huge thing, and I have been so just blessed with getting to play with all of you, and you're just amazing role players, and I don't know, I just, yeah, it's been amazing, and I'm gonna miss everybody so much.
Yeah.
But I'm so glad that I got to tell Eirda's story.
Yeah.
Very
You told
good one
it
you
so
told.
well. And by the way, it was not forgotten that she called her family, and her family is rushing to Sandpoint at this very moment. So that will be part of the story. It was not forgotten by your DM.
No, you're gonna make me meet her dad. Where's my daughter?
But you told the story so
you get
well.
involved with
And you also told the story of Marthaliel so well. And you are crushing it with all your GHA characters.
Thank
and,
you.
we
Oh,
we
yeah,
can't
heck
say thank you enough. We All right. So now we're going to raid.
Sorry, man.
All right. So
Sorry, she just.
who's playing D&D? Before I raid, can anyone tell me in the chat who's actually still? I want to make sure we're playing D. We picked up 69 subs today. 60,
Nice.
Because our subs had dropped way down.
Nice.
We went from 103 to 172. We've crossed 1,700 followers
Vancouver
now.
by Night is currently up.
Oh, I see Vancouver by
They're
Night.
playing D&D.
And they are? Okay, great. All right, let's see here. Pull this up. Raid channel. Blue Box is streaming. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate that.
That crazy
All right, we'll
Blue Box
raid.
channel. I've heard they're okay.
We'll raid Vancouver by Night. The suggestion. Thank you so much.
I like
Here we
that
go.
idea, Bloodwild, as in we should just keep streaming, and she'll never have to leave.
5. Yeah.
You never
So
end the
we'll
stream.
see you here in 12 hours. 5, 4, 3,
Bye, guys.
2, 1. Raiding.
No?
I really should have asked for that
Raid
heal
now.
before she left.
Then I
get
got
hurt?
a flute. You didn't ask for something. I did.
I got hurt a lot.
He was very injured
healed
still
me
from.
Well, okay, so.
Fight these people before.